think it's that I look at my whole life and I see the awful, terrible things in my life and turn it into something funny.
It's time to start the show. The gang is ready. Let's go. Jim and Sam. Jim and Sam. Jim and Sam.
It's happening, you guys. It's happening. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I wish you all were here.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on. Let's get nuts.
You fairy. Where did you learn your trade, you stupid fucking cunt, you idiot?
Hey, yeah, I never got the second cunt drop. You fucking cunt. I want to lick your cunt. There was one more that they were going to put in, I think Young Rob or Young Anthony. So if you guys could today, I missed that one. You fucking cunt. It's such a great drop. Oh, well, welcome to the Jim and Sam morning extravaganza, we call it. Or do you prefer Asylum?
I don't prefer either one of them anymore, I don't think. It's really bad.
Yep.
Really, really bad.
All right, how about this? Yo, hope y'all got blankets because Jim and Sam are chilling.
Oh. I didn't know where you were going after blankets, but chilling is the worst place you could have gone.
That's great.
Yeah, no.
All right, that's the new one. Yo. That's good. Travis, we should have music go. Let's get a clean drop of that.
Well, we got it. We got it in Pro Tools.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I already told him to mark.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I mean, that can easily be added to the introduction.
Hold on, don't say anything. I got to get it.
Okay.
Yo, welcome to... Wait.
We already did it.
Hold on, no, wait.
We have it.
Yo, hope y'all under your blankets. Welcome to Jim and Sam, because we chilling. There you go. I hope no one heard me clapping over the intro. Is there anything worse than somebody clapping?
Oh, just having a good time over the...
Stinks.
You should switch it up. You should say, welcome to Jim and Sam. Hope you're under your blankets, because we're chilling.
You got it. That's it. Perfect.
Yeah, leave that. No. Throw that one in.
Thank you, Travis.
Throw that one in.
Well done.
Yep.
Good.
That actually is the best way.
Put your stink on it. Perfect. Well, the fucking Travis dog is now in the intro.
He did it. Oof, 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 oof.
Bark. Arf. Damn.
So bad. Well, welcome to the show.
Yes, and Sam has to announce that his ticket. Sam's very shy about his tickets going on sale today.
I forget sometimes. My tickets
now.
Are on sale. I thought yesterday was, I guess, an American Express pre-sale or something. I don't know. I read it on our show Twitter account. It was awesome. But today at noon, tickets for the wrestling podcast go on sale. Highline Ballroom asked me to do another live wrestling podcast, and I'm already finalizing a guest that I'm going to be able to introduce. He's going to be there with me for the meet and greet. It's going to be a very, very fun night. It's October 24th over at the Highline Ballroom here in New York City. So if you want to be a part of it, get tickets at noon today over at highlineballroom.com. And of course, I'll put it up on all my Not Sam socials.
We have, I think, a very good show today. We have Neil deGrasse Tyson, who's always great. Everybody's probably, I think of all of our guests, he's got to be in the top 2 or 3 favorites people have.
You know, he doesn't think that there's proof of aliens?
He's never said that, though. Troy, you would have mentioned that.
You should bring that up today, Troy.
I'm done with the alien stuff with him. It's going to get nowhere.
I do love him. And
yeah, me too.
We also have Rob Schneider. We've never had him in, have we?
I don't know.
I'm a fan of his daughter.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of his daughter.
With Al King?
He was in last year. I don't know if you were here.
I don't think I've ever met him.
Because I know I wasn't here, so I don't know if you were.
Yeah, I doubt it. I don't think I've ever met him.
You guys were together?
Yeah, that's right.
You and Rob Schneider?
No, you and Jim.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we were out doing something. Yeah, Travis was helping me produce something called Cum.
Really remove the subtlety out of that quickly. And, I interviewed him when he was up.
Oh, you talked to him already?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's yeah, it'll be fun.
And we have Pamela Adlon, who I love. She's in Better Things. Thursdays, 10 o'clock on FX. Louis produces it. Her and Louis are very close. They dated. I don't know if they're still dating. I see pictures of them once in a while. I don't know if they're file photos or new.
Well, they were at the Emmys together.
Oh, okay. Then they're still dating. She was on Lucky Louie. She was his wife, if you don't know Pam. And she was also on Californication.
And she was one of the first guests on our show when we were doing like those
test shows.
Test shows.
Oh, right.
Yep.
Forgot she's done us already. I knew I've had her, but I forgot that she's
in his new movie too.
What's that?
She's in his new movie.
They work really, really well. They do a lot of projects together, and she's tremendous.
That movie's called The N-Word? Is that right?
I believe so. Yeah,
because I read it. Yeah,
I think it's called The Retarded N-Word.
Right. The R-word N-word is what we'll say. Yeah, very controversial.
Yeah, RN. So all these nurses look up.
That's it. Yeah.
Well, good for Pam. It's good. It'll be nice to see her again.
Yeah.
Her and Louis are like the two people. I don't see. And Lucky Louie, there's another guy who was so funny. His name was Mike Haggerty. He played the
the big guy.
Nick DiPaolo almost got that role. Nick was like I think Mike just barely got that role over Nick because Nick was great.
He was the big guy with the mustache.
He's a funny motherfucker, man. Yeah, he's a great comic actor. And I haven't seen him since the show. And
yeah, it's like Louis leaves because Lucky Louie was not as successful as it should have been.
I agree, and I'm not just saying that because I was on it. I agree because 10 years later, people are like, "Why is that show off the air?"
I think it's great. And you go back and watch it now; it's even better now than it was. But Louis has gone on and created this amazing show and gotten even more successful for it. And Pam has gone on and created this amazing show and gotten even more successful for it.
That's right.
And you're doing well too.
Well, I wouldn't say Louis C.K. level.
Right. Almost. Close though, right? I don't know comedy, but close, right? Aren't you guys pretty much...
No.
Really?
No.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have...
No, but things have been good since then.
Right.
I've had a lot of things I've done since then. Not Louis C.K. level.
No?
No.
Oh, that's too bad.
But I mean, good.
Well, I tell you, Louis not on this show, so...
That's something that we're trying to fix.
Right, yeah, if he wants to, he'd be welcome
sure.
to. Yeah, we'd love to have him.
Yeah, but Pamela is she's a tremendous actress. But I've gone to do some things.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Sure.
Yeah, do all kinds of stuff that you probably
never...
never...
fun stuff, some Leno stuff.
Like personally or professionally?
Professionally.
Leno stuff? Ooh.
I don't know if it's Louis level, but...
Oh, Leno used to host The Tonight Show, that's right.
At one point.
Right. Have you been doing stuff with Fallon
no.
too? Oh.
No, I'm too dirty to do his show.
You haven't done it at all?
No, I was told I'm too dirty.
You can clean it up.
Of course I can.
You were told you were too dirty?
Yes.
You did The Tonight Show.
Many times, of course.
So many times. Like you were a regular on The Tonight Show.
Yeah.
You were one of Jay's guys.
I was. And I did Letterman.
And Letterman?
Yeah, and Kimmel. But I'm too dirty. Whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's just, it annoyed me at first. Like, really? Just don't tell me we love Jim. But, like, that's what they say in show business. We love Jim.
Oh, so they are fans of yours.
Oh, my God. Are you?
Yeah. They are fans. It just doesn't quite fit for the show.
Yeah, he's just too dirty for it. Yeah.
I see.
All right,
I see. Yeah.
No, I'm too. I think I'm too old. Like, I'm not famous enough at my age to merit what their show wants. And, I'm too...
Do they know you're young at heart?
I hope so. I mean, you got to see my wall. It's all Kiss stuff.
It's true.
You should see my in my hallway in my apartment when you walk in. It literally, I probably have 20 or 30 photos that are all, I got a bunch of frame stuff yesterday. I just want to hang it up. And I can't decide where to put it on my wall.
Yeah.
So I have to hang it up.
I bought a couch yesterday for the basement.
That's big boy stuff.
That's
big boy stuff.
I'm super excited about it. It's a sleeper sectional.
Oh, you could pull it out.
Oh yeah.
That's good. What size? Queen?
No, I don't know what size. Why would you say queen?
Honestly, because that's the size of the second sofa I got. It's a good size to have people over.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Your parents in a queen bed is a good size.
I have it's like 10 feet long because that's how much room I have. I would have got a super king size deluxe if that's how much room I had. But I have
10 feet's pretty fucking wide.
I have 10 feet. I think this thing's probably about 8 feet.
You have an 8 foot wide couch? That's pretty big.
I think so. Yeah, it's like 3 cushion seats.
Okay, yeah.
And the chaise at the end of it.
I love a good chaise.
Yeah, there's a chaise at the end of it.
Nobody uses the chaise.
Really?
Nobody uses the chaise. That's the name of a new book. No one uses it. You get it, and no one... I got an ottoman.
Well, I want you guys to know that as long as everybody takes their shoes off before they sit down, you can put your feet up on the chaise.
Now, let me ask you, do you have...
But it's not one of those... it's not one of those...
Stuck. Do you have one with a nice, thick cushion mattress?
Yes. So it's not one of those pull out with the bar. It's actually much better. It pulls out like a drawer pulls out at the bottom, and then the top folds up. So it's actually fully supported.
Right.
Like
you can comfortable.
You can sit on the edge.
Oh, that's cool.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Troy?
Sure, you guys have bounced on them before.
You get it at IKEA? I was just at IKEA myself.
No, I got it at Bobopedic, Bob's Furniture. It's
Bobopedic. What is this, Howard Stern? Oh, sorry, it's Baba Boy.
Oh. Yeah, no, I got it with Bobopedic memory foam.
Oh.
I hate that name.
What, Bobo-pedic?
Yeah.
He does. It's Bob's Discount Furniture.
It's a hard name to say.
Well, see, because it's like Posturepedic, I guess. I think it's supposed to be like, like Sealy's has
maybe it's
Posturepedic.
Bobopedic. That's where you bought it from. Oh, you gonna? My back hurts, all right?
I got the Bobopedic. Yeah, no, so this guy Bob has a furniture store called Bob's Discount Furniture, and he's like, this is the new Bobopedic. And then the salespeople actually have to say, like, this is the Bobopedic memory foam in here, so you'll be good. It's like, okay.
The memory, that foam, I don't know how, I didn't get one with memory foam. I got one with just a soft mattress. Memory foam creeps me out. I don't need my bed involved.
Yeah.
And fucking taking my form. It seems like it would get too hot. Like you're sitting there and your body heat would be too warm. It just doesn't seem like it's comfortable.
It also feels like it absorbs everything, right?
Yeah.
Because it takes your shape. I feel like all your toxins.
So I literally just bought a mattress last night.
You did?
Yeah, I bought a Tempur-Pedic. And
You should have got Bobopedic.
Bobopedic's dope.
Yeah.
I was just telling them you were out of the room. I got a Bobopedic
Yeah, I'm
couch.
super excited that you got a Bobopedic.
Yeah.
They make something that is in the Tempur-Pedic now. It's like a gel that keeps you cool at night.
What?
Is that in the Bobopedic?
Bob doesn't have that yet.
But it was too warm at one point, right? I'm guaranteeing people are complaining.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Bob isn't quite there with the gels and things like that.
We'll get there.
He'll get there.
Is it comfortable?
Very. Yeah.
Did you stay cool?
Well, I tried it out in the store. I went a couple times.
Just the sales girl to have a lay down with you, just to test it
Yeah,
out.
okay, could you baby head me while I shit into a diaper? It's a long story.
But this is how I sleep. I need to know if this
Yeah.
mattress is right.
It was actually just a nice gentleman named Earl.
All right, Earl,
yeah.
lay on down.
Nice.
But yes,
Who
the
paid for the chicken fingers?
Yeah, he's just sitting there like, okay, I'll show you this mattress. Then I got to go back to hanging up photos.
God, fucking Black Girl. I haven't seen him in... What is he doing?
I'm the vibe manager at Hard Rock Cafe.
Yeah, I think he's still vibing.
I'm just making sure the vibe's right.
Are you kidding?
No, he's the vibe manager. He works for Hard Rock Johnny.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Oh, good
he's
for
been
Earl.
there since he left Ron and Fez. He's been working at the Hard Rock in Times Square as the vibe manager.
He was on Bennington a couple weeks ago.
I saw him. I was hanging out with him in the lobby, and he was.
Oh, he's a great dude.
Yeah, but when you get him,
Hello.
when he starts talking,
Earl's one of my favorite. He took my favorite photo of all time.
that's why you
I'll
love him.
always love Earl.
Yeah.
He and I went together, and he was the perfect companion. I couldn't
you
love
got the
anybody.
Black Sabbath photo.
A perfect. Earl was just a phenomenal person. Anyway, so you bought your couch. It's big.
Yeah, I got the Bobopedic couch because I already got the TV down there. So now I'll have the couch, and we'll be good to go within hopefully 2 weeks in that basement.
All right, good. And so what are you going to put? You got a big TV.
Big TV.
How big?
55 inches.
Okay.
Because that's what could fit on the
Yeah, that's
wall
fine.
that it's on. Yeah, I got a studio down there.
That's great.
Yeah, I showed that to you, right?
No.
Oh, I'll show you a photo. It's
I
not
haven't
done
been
yet.
over to your home yet.
Oh, it's not done yet,
Okay.
but I'll show you the photo. It's awesome.
That's really good, and you can. That's like a legit write-off. You could do work from down there.
100% I'm going to. Yeah, it's a full audio video thing.
Would
That's
you do the show from
phenomenal.
there?
What do you mean? Would I like?
That's
you know,
awesome.
Can we?
well, I probably have room for.
Yeah, let's go up there and do the show.
Me,
forever.
Jim, Troy, Anthony, and Rob.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's unfortunately that's all the room that I have.
I mean, I get it. But,
Yeah,
you know.
So
unfortunately.
you soundproofing it too? You have to soundproof it.
I put some soundproofing up. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see how much. Like, it's not gonna be professionally soundproof.
Are you
but-
gonna get green screen?
No, it's all physical, real. It's like
No, it looks great. He didn't show you the photo?
No, show me the phone.
It looks
Yeah.
fantastic.
But wait, how can you don't want a green screen so you can do
No.
different?
no, because I have monitors so I can put up different things. But it's kind of
Okay.
like how Dan Patrick has a studio that has like
little tchotchkes.
tchotchkes.
Yeah.
Tchotchkes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me find the thing for you. Yeah, I put up. I'm putting up tchotchkes on the wall.
Yeah. Well, he's got his desk is loaded with stuff. Let me see this. Yeah, I didn't see it. Thanks. Oh, that looks great, dude. Sam's got it's like a black and red checked sign in the corner. A TV kind of like across the corner says not. You can see the Not Sam logo. It's a nice big desk. Yeah, that's really. Oh, that's all soundproofing. The red and black check.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks good. Really good.
Yeah, we.
I look forward to going up there and doing my the Chippa podcast. New home for Chip. Thanks, pal.
No, you have a studio. You have a network. It's not. That's not available for that. Yeah, we me and Kevin Undergaro built that studio.
Did he help you do it?
Yeah, I mean, help me. He did most of the
Is he
work.
physically here?
He was.
Oh, I didn't know he was in town.
We did this like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Like when I was first moving in, but I had him for a day, and then he had to leave.
Yeah.
But we did 22 hours straight. of just working down there.
Wow.
And putting everything
That's
up.
great.
Like he got there at a Sunday at noon, and then he left Monday morning at 10 o'clock in the morning, straight through.
And you came into work?
No. That was the week that we were off. That was like the last week of August.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I've been chatting with him lately too. Texting recently.
Yeah.
He's a good dude, man.
Yeah.
A really good guy. That's nice he helped you build it. How do they know where to put all the soundproof shit? It seems like there's like a little section of like soundproof material and then just wall and then a section.
I put it up. I'm going to be honest with you. The placement of the soundproofing had more to do with the aesthetic than anything else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if it's in your own house, it won't be as many sound problems as you would have in an apartment building.
No, it won't be, and it's downstairs. And I've been recording just the audio for the wrestling podcast down there, and as I'm building it, and it sounds good.
It does sound good.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Plus, you can just tell the baby to shut up when you're doing your
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I give it a shaker.
No, you put the baby in the soundproof room and you do it everywhere else.
Perfect. Yeah.
You own the house.
Yeah.
So do you, projects out, do you, is that all you're going to do from there is your wrestling stuff?
No, I mean, I'll do
whatever you can do.
Whatever, yeah, because it's going to be ready for like to stream live on YouTube and Facebook. And all that
that's
stuff.
good.
So it's going to be, and obviously to tape too. So it's going to be perfect. And then we put a bathroom in down there with a shower and everything. I'll never have to leave.
Let me ask you a question about the YouTube thing, because I was trying to post a video last night and I saw that thing where it says you can stream live and you just have this one. You have one code for your channel and that's it.
What do you mean?
Like you just send out this one link on Twitter and then people can just go and watch you live. Is that how it works?
Well, I think it's like a link to any other video. It's just the video happens to be live.
Okay.
So like you send people the link to this video, and we're live right now. Here's the link, and you click that link for that video, and it comes up as if you're watching a YouTube video.
Do people watch?
But it's live. Yeah, I mean Rogan does.
He's not a good example though. He's
the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but I remember they were saying they were going to. We have this one link we tweet out. Does he get people watching it?
He does. I mean, there's far more people that watch later than watch live for sure.
I'm sure you'd get a good audience if Chip did like a live YouTube.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Podcast.
What do you think Joe does? I mean, he does a few thousand people watch him live.
Rogan?
Yeah.
He does like 30, 40,000 live.
Oh, that's great. Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, regularly.
Yeah, I'll fucking do that.
Yeah, no, I mean, you can do that from your spot. I don't.
So you go live on YouTube. That seems like a fun thing.
Yeah, it'll be good. We have like 2 cameras set
He
up.
had 90 million podcast downloads last month. Wow.
Jesus
Because
Christ.
he has such a great library too. There's so many people.
Right.
That is phenomenal.
I didn't have quite that many. Not last month.
Yeah, I got close.
You did?
Yep.
That's congrats, man. That's because normally if people are doing close to 90 million a month, they don't make banners that say, "Hey, I just got 1 million downloads." That doesn't exactly.
Well, the 89 million came after that.
Oh, after the banner was printed.
It psyched everybody up.
I gotcha.
So what are you going to ask? What are you going to ask Neil deGrasse Tyson today?
Who, me?
Yeah. I have space questions.
I would like to ask him about climate change because I don't know if he knows about that, but it seems like there's a lot of
He's a
hurricanes.
denier. It's really weird.
Is that right?
Yeah.
He's more of a religion. He's like, no, God makes the weather, and he decides when there's hurricanes.
Yeah.
No, I'll probably ask.
I've never been on his show. I feel I should be.
Star Talk?
Yeah. Well, he has some big guests this time.
Why would you be on Star Talk? You don't know shit about stars.
I do. I am
know
one. I don't know any less than Kevin Smith, Katy Perry. He has some good guests though. Lance Armstrong, fucking Kareem. I want to ask him about Kareem.
Abdul-Jabbar?
Yeah. I'm sure that they're friendly.
Yeah.
Kareem's an interesting guy. Like he seems a bit standoffish, and he always had a shitty relation with the. But he was kind of cool to us when he was in here talking.
It seems like he's only been shitty when like he's got that publicist around him.
Yeah.
You know, she's making him not likable, like somebody with Munchausen syndrome.
Or maybe that's why they connect. He's 70? Fuck me, man. Wow.
7'2", 70 years old.
I forgot Kareem retired in the late, I want to say 88 was his last game. It was against the Pistons.
If you want to say it, man.
Was it 88, Troy, that he fucking skedaddled, as we say?
Is that basketball lingo?
I believe it was game 4 of a sweep, a loss at home to the Pistons.
And he just took off?
No, it was just
That's it for me.
He was done.
Yeah, I remember the headline. It said Kareem Abdul-Jabbar
Skedaddles. Looks like 89.
Oh, June 89? Yep. Wow, okay.
After 20 seasons in the NBA. That's a lot of basketball to play.
Highest score in NBA history.
Right.
I don't think anybody will break that record.
What about Carmelo Anthony?
Maybe.
Maybe. We
Yeah.
don't know. We don't know yet.
I don't know. We'll see how somebody will break it someday.
It remains to be seen.
Sports records all get broken. The only record I can think of in sports that won't get broken is, I think, Cy Young's win record. He has too many wins. Nobody will ever pass. I think
There's a few. That's one of them.
What do you think's another one?
I don't think Ripken's streak will ever be broken.
No, they'll never break that streak.
Not the way ball players play today, and people getting days off because the contracts are so big and they're worried about injuries and stuff.
I don't know.
And he had enough power that he could get a game canceled because a big celebrity was fucking his wife. So,
I don't know if that's true.
You know, I mean,
I don't know about that.
Not a lot of people could get that done.
That's
And he was like, "Call me fucking Robin Hood." You know?
Do you think that's true or no?
I think so. Wow, it's a fun story. I think it's great.
Yeah, I don't think that'll be broken, and I definitely don't think
Cy
Cy Young's.
He's like, "Yeah, bitch, call me the guy from JFK."
Cy Young's can't be broken. Ripken's might be able to be broken by a utility player or a guy who's not a high contract guy. Ripken's can be broken. I think Ripken someday might
If
be.
you're not a high contract guy, you're not playing every day.
Right.
No, but if you're a good serviceable player, like say you're just a good player.
What if you go
think
in-
That era of baseball's over.
What if you go in when you're young and you're an okay player, not the best, but you go to the coach and you'd be like, "Please put me in every game because every game, any gays out there, let me
Put Sam
get
inside every game.
Yeah, be inside gaze.
He said, "Put me in every game, please, because I would like to beat Cal Ripken Jr.'s record.
Look, this is going to pay off in 20 years. So
Yeah.
stick with me. Hopefully, you'll still be the manager.
Do not trade me and put me in every game, please, because I would like to beat the record." Do you think that the coach would be like, "All right"?
I mean, it would probably affect the team, maybe, but maybe if the coach likes the guy.
Other guys on the team would be like, "Why aren't I starting?" And he's like, "Because he really would like to get the record."
Yeah, he wants the record. He asked for it last year.
Yeah, so
So the next 19 years, we're going to use him.
we're gonna go for it right
But he's
now.
batting 160. Doesn't matter.
His leg is broken.
Yeah, but so what? We believe in this guy.
Yeah, we put a brace on it. You run for him. We're good.
Someone on Twitter is saying, ask Pam about Grease 2. Is she in that?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, as a kid, right?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. Can we see Pam Adlon from Grease 2? I didn't know I probably should fucking look at her bio.
I think
Yeah, it was printed on there.
I think Cal Ripken Jr.'s record is probably the most impressive.
What, just not getting hurt? I haven't gotten that hurt. I've been able to walk. I haven't had a
Emotionally,
fucking.
you have.
Yes, I have. That's her?
Dude, you skipped Monday's show. What are you talking about? You don't have Cal
I didn't
Ripken.
skip it, though, but that wasn't.
But you weren't here.
But I was working.
But
That's beyond my control.
But if Cal Ripken Jr. was like, "No, it's at the gym, bro. I still counts." They'd be like, "No, Cal, you don't get that."
Okay.
Like, dude, I was working out. That still counts. Like, no.
And I'll be
dude.
gone Friday, too.
See?
Mondays I didn't plan on. That was just I was shooting.
And Friday, too. You're really fucking up your Cal Ripken Jr.
I
record
can't help
right
it.
now.
But it's where I travel. If it's all
No,
work
I know.
stuff,
I know. I'm not blaming
I'm
you for
performing
it.
Friday.
You are. But it's not the Cal Ripken Jr. record.
Yes, it is.
No, it doesn't.
Cal played away games. He played home games. That's what I do.
That's not the show when
Sure
you're
it
on
is.
stage. No, that doesn't count.
No, but I'm saying as a show business, I'm
So as long as you're doing something,
show busy.
it counts.
Absolutely.
Like I'm the show, but
If
you're
I
the,
tell one joke to the doorman, streak's intact.
I got you. Okay. Well, no, because if your streak is telling jokes every day, there have been many, many days where you've broken that
Wait,
streak.
are you saying that I'm not on a particularly good record streak?
That's it.
I
Yeah.
tell a little joke to the doorman. He's like, "How you doing?" I'm like, "If I was any better, it'd be a sin."
That's a joke?
Sure.
Oh, okay. Sure.
A little lighthearted comment.
Oh, okay. That's fun. That's fun. So maybe you are like the Cal Ripken Jr. of this shit.
My one doorman, yes, a cuckold for Costner. My one
He
doorman.
definitely did that. That's a true story, you think, right?
I don't know.
I think so.
My one door guy wears white gloves. Mm-hmm. It's so funny to see a guy with white gloves in this day and age. It's like he's trying to be the quintessential door guy.
It's just the one guy, so it's not a building policy. He just does it because he wants
It's
to.
like fucking Mickey Mouse hands. What are you doing?
God. It's like when
You don't need that shit.
when Dennis Falcone walks in here with the really old radio headphones, just to be like, "Yeah, these are radio headphones."
I like Dennis when he does it because his head is so tiny. They look so heavy. Poor guy.
You just worry that his head's going to cave in.
Oh my God.
Under the weight of these steel headphones.
Yeah, if he looks left or right, he's going to paralyze himself. Poor kid. Yeah, the
Wait,
white glove treatment I don't need.
No, doesn't it make you feel more fancy when you go into your building? Like, oh,
No.
I am a man of certain wealth and
A man of
prestige.
means.
Yeah.
No,
He
I
just
don't.
wants it to be his thing, like, the singing peanut guy at the baseball game.
Right.
They're like, "Oh, where's the guy with the gloves?"
Yeah.
I don't need that. He's probably just a germaphobe.
He thinks he's going to be one of the Wednesday's children or whatever the adult equivalency of that is. They're like, there's a doorman who hasn't let tradition stop with him. Well, I wear these gloves because I think they're great.
Yeah, no, I go back to the old days. My father wore the gloves. His father wore the gloves. Yeah, it's just a little unnecessary.
He's been a doorman for 30 years, and nobody's seen his hands.
Yeah, maybe he's got fucked up hands. He probably has like some kind of like a skin disease. What is that skin disease that people get with the flaky skin? Psoriasis.
Yeah. You think he's got psoriasis hands?
I think he does.
You think he's trying to hide his eczema?
I think so too.
Ooh.
I was so happy to pick up my fucking signed photos yesterday.
What signed photos?
I'll frame my kiss picture. The guys all laying in snow from Cream magazine.
Oh, you probably creamed on the magazine.
It's my favorite thing ever.
Where'd you get it signed?
From the guys. I've asked them to sign it. It's Kiss.
Laying in snow?
It says Merry Kissmas, and it was a pullout from Cream magazine in 1977, I think. The Kisses fucking snow. Their snow. That's the cover. Hold on, sweetie pie. Go back to the top. No. Oh, I like that one too. But no, it's the top left one. It's not that one.
Cool too.
I love that one, but that's not it. That's another good Merry Kissmas one.
Kiss rules.
Oh, I love Kiss in the snow.
You do?
Yeah, that's my favorite photo shoot that any band's ever done. Kiss at their snow photo shoots.
Kiss rules.
When I was a kid, I loved it. So anyway, I got the pull-out framed yesterday.
How big is it?
Ew.
I love it. I thought you just meant the.
It's like just a 2-page pullout.
Oh, from like magazine.
It's a magazine pullout.
Yeah,
and I got
like
them.
Hit Parader?
Just
no, it was Cream. CREEM.
Oh, I was Cream was gone by the time I was.
Yeah.
Older.
Didn't the guy from
oh my God,
Almost Famous write for Cream magazine?
Is that who you're supposed to write for? Yeah, Troy. That's the magazine right there.
This one.
Yeah, but I don't know where the pullout is.
I don't know. Could you look up irrelevant rock posters?
No, it's just a good one.
Did you put that in? Like, could you put in rock posters that nobody's thought of in 30 years?
Do you know what's funny when you look back at all these old photos?
What's funny?
When you see, because Kiss without makeup, you couldn't get pictures, and you see a lot of the old pictures of them now, and you realize people did have photos of them without makeup, but nobody knew if it was them. So it was the fucking greatest scam that they pulled it off for almost a decade.
Yeah.
That they would go out with like fucking with handkerchiefs over their face.
Right.
Today they would last for an hour doing that.
Yeah, that's true. Just because there's cameras everywhere and people would know.
But there's a picture of Kiss from the 70s, and it's like Cream exclusive expose.
But nobody knew for sure.
Yeah, and they would just deny it was them. Like, it's not us.
Why'd they hang out together with the makeup off? Like, that's our dead giveaway. Oh, 4 guys. They're tall with big black rock and roll hair.
I'm guessing.
And one of them's and the Star Child is wearing his fucking his whatever boots.
I don't know why they did that. I'm guessing
Paul
just to keep
Stanley.
it going. I really don't know.
I'm sure they wanted people to know who they were.
In a way.
Yeah.
Especially Gene, right?
Because I hung out with Slipknot like right before their first album broke, and then I knew them a little bit in, and they would go out, or people would go out and say they were those guys just to get laid.
Oh, what a great scam.
Before they took the masks off. Before anybody knew who Corey was.
Yeah, you can't pull that with Corey Taylor now. Everybody knows who he is.
And he'd punch you in the face.
Yeah.
But
yeah, he is a little fucking savage.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess back then, like when they first came out, it was they didn't go anywhere without their Halloween masks on.
Oh, they wanted you to know it was them?
They didn't want you to know who they
I thought you meant they would go out with their Halloween masks too. I misunderstood you.
You never saw them without their masks on. Yeah.
They are fun to watch live, though. I mean, there is something about watching a band that really gives a fuck about the performance. Like
Yeah.
when you watch a band like Slipknot or like even Rob Zombie, who's really good on stage. Like,
Yeah, he's awesome.
Any band who's just like who's just up there and they give you a real show, even if it's kind of comic book like Kiss was, like I don't give a fuck. It's like that's still a fun show to go to.
Rob Zombie does the same thing. Like I freak out every time I see Rob Zombie and the big Astro Creep 2000 robot comes on stage. I'm like, there it is. It's the robot.
Yeah, there is something fun about like a real show.
Yeah. Yeah,
as opposed to a band that doesn't give a fuck.
I like wrestling, so of course I like all these ridiculous rock shows.
Yeah, they're
like
fun
I
to
love
watch.
when they wear masks or have props or robots or whatever.
But Slipknot has like 2 drummers, the fucking these explosions. Like, I like a good explosion during a show.
They must have to spend because their band is so big. Imagine all the money they spend in masks.
We're in travel and hotels.
Oh yeah, that too.
I wonder how they split the money. I mean, Corey has to get the biggest cut, unless they really do split it among all of them. But let's be honest. I mean, if 1 or 2 of those guys left. Loyal people would know, loyal fans, but other people who are just casual fans would never notice.
Right. Like,
do the masks smell on the inside?
Oh, yeah, they're gross.
Are they?
Yeah. And they don't wash them. They don't wash their suits.
They said that?
Yeah.
That's disgusting. They must have
stink so
a
bad.
few versions of each mask.
Of course.
But even so, not one for every night.
Maybe they do.
I doubt it.
Jay Weinberg was playing drums with them for a while.
Who's Jay Weinberg? Max Weinberg's
son.
kid?
Wow. Yeah, those masks, they have to have new ones. It's got to be, you must sweat. You remember the way your inside of your fucking Halloween mask would smell?
Ugh. That's what, you should ask Mick Foley one day about the mask that he used to wrestle in. You know, only 2 of them ever existed, but he wore the same one for years. He said it stunk. He said it stunk so bad that he used to, like, put it on hours before the show and just kind of walk around in it and get the feel of it and kind of get into character. And it got to the point where he would just he would hold it all night and literally just slide it on right before he walked out because it stunk so bad.
But why didn't he I'm sure he could have washed it. Was that made of leather?
It was leather.
Oh.
Yeah, it was leather.
Why couldn't he have more made? He's such a cheapskate. That's probably why. Mickey's such a fucking chiseler.
He could have just gone to a leather guy and gotten a couple more made.
Yeah,
right?
have one a week. Have a bunch made and then have them rotated and washed.
You could have made all your money back. You know how much money I would pay for a Mankind mask that he wore?
Would you want a real one?
Oh, fuck, dude. I'd spend a lot of money for a Mankind mask. That's probably the one...
Would you wear it?
Top thing. I would, like, put it up on my... I wouldn't, like, tie it on or anything, but I put the face thing on my face.
Ugh.
Why?
Just would smell.
It would smell. I would want to smell it a little bit.
Kiss, I was reading one of their biographies, and they said that they used to put their costumes together when they traveled. So if one of them had crabs, all of them would get it. Because they had fucking crabs in their costumes.
Crawling all over that spandex and glitter.
Oh my God! You know how hard it must be to get fucking crabs out of Ace Frehley's sleeves.
God damn it! Paul Stanley's just got crabs in his chest hair all the time, and he can't shave it because it's the gimmick.
There's no way to get crabs out of Kiss's hair. They all had long hair. I had no idea when I was a boy. They were all itchy and scratching their assholes.
What a gross band they were.
Well, I mean, I'm sure all bands had shit.
Not like that though. Just crabs all over themselves.
Yeah, I mean, you can't avoid that when you're a rock star.
Remember how bad, remember when Guar was in here, how bad their outfits stunk?
Oh my God, Odo's Youngest was terrible.
Terrible. But that's because it was all like latex vinyl stuff that you can't wash that they would just wear every
And he
single
would
day.
sweat, like his asshole would sweat because he was such a big dude and that heavy ass costume. And he was a funny guy too. I did Red Eye with him a few times, and he was a smart dude. But
in the outfit, right?
Woof, yeah. All right. Anyway, let's. We were talking before the show too. We were just not to be fucking lack of segue idiot, but we were talking about what's going on. The traffic today was a little bit better. I made it in good time. Could we listen to Waze?
Here's the segue. Jim came to me and he said he wanted to do something fun for Halloween, and he had just got a mask, and he said he's going to go as the Donald, and he's going to say things like, "You're fired.
You're fired, everybody." No, I'm going to say those to a bunch of missiles. You're fired.
That's so great because it's like it's topical, but it's still a catchphrase.
Yeah, it's funny and it's
fun.
cute.
Yeah. All right, so you're not even taking Halloween off from your streak of great jokes.
No.
Good,
but
good.
the UN's a fucking. It's an abomination how bad New York is when the shitty UN's in session.
Traffic wise.
So we listened. I Ubered today. I left early and we listened to Waze. Actually, made it in like 15 minutes, which was really good.
You didn't think you knew more than Waze today?
No, I didn't. Because they're closing roads constantly because all these dickheads stay in all these different hotels in Midtown. Fucking spoiled assholes. So I don't know why I'm saying that because I try to stay in nice hotels. If I was the leader of France, I would certainly do that.
Yeah.
Talking shit like I'm fucking Harry Humble.
We're going to L.A. next week, and Don was like, "Hey, you guys want to stay at the hotel by the studio?" And you were like, "Actually, I'd prefer a different one."
Yeah, the one I always stay at. I told them I always pay the difference.
Right.
If there's a difference, I'm not expecting the company to foot the bill, but it's the same price.
Right.
So they don't give a turkey. Anyway, Trump talking about North Korea yesterday.
It's great.
I love it. Because you know why? Because look, Obama was smart with this too, but I'm fucking sick of diplomacy. Like, I don't want to see Trump do anything stupid, but can we finally deal with this dickhead? He's firing missiles over Japan.
Obama was too much with the diplomacy.
A little too much. A little too much. And you raised a good point before the show about like if Trump's a fucking lunatic, let's use that.
Right. Like even those who hate Trump, like. Why do you hate Trump? Because he's fucking crazy. He says dumb shit. That's cool. But Michael Malice was in here, and I believe what he said about North Korea just talks shit. They don't want to start a war because they're definitely dead if they start a war. Like, there's no... the point for
They'd
North
get creamed, like the magazine.
Oh, cool, man! Thank you. I'm glad you put up those air quotes when you said that too.
Yeah.
That really
ties
really,
it all in.
It locked it in, is what it did. But like North Korea just wants for its people to know how much power they have and how much impact they're having. So, you know, when you act like, oh, we really have to pay attention to this threat, this is not good, and we're trying to dance around this country, that's what they want.
Do you think that they played Trump's speech?
No,
Do you think this speech made their...
No, I don't think it made the state news.
No?
No, I do not think that this speech, I think it went up to space before it went to North Korea.
I like that little old lady that comes out. Their newscaster that they trust, like the Dan Rather of North Korea, but she's just a little old lady. In
The pink lady?
Yeah, the pink lady.
Yeah.
She has a husband. Isn't it weird that she goes home and gets fucked?
I don't know if she's still getting fucked. She's old.
Yeah, but she's such a not attractive lady. But like that whole life, I have no connection to her life. Like, she's a little fat, awful face.
Yeah, but her husband gets home and he goes, yeah, show me the pink lady.
Like, what is she like in bed? Like, look at her. We
I
have no
wouldn't
connection
imagine.
to her as a person. She would leave that studio, go home, see her husband, probably have a very mediocre thing. The entire country knew who she was, and her husband would pull his dick out
And get to put it in.
and want some work done on it.
Yeah, I think that North Korea's control of their people is so deep seated that there's not a bunch of crazy sex happening over there. I mean, it could go either way. Like, it could be the one time when people kind of let that side of them out. But I think that the mental torture that guy puts his people through has them like so locked in to this North Korea way of life that they don't get crazy with the sex stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of ass eating in North Korea.
I don't think that.
I
but-
think you're wrong.
Okay.
Sure, that when it fucks you up and you're in private, that's when you get it all out.
Right. You eat a little ass.
Yeah, why not?
You just get it out of your system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to
Wow.
see Trump's speech. It was only a couple minutes, but man, he used language I've never heard a president use.
And think about it, right? Like when North Korea was like, "Hey, guys, we're going to blow up Guam," just so you know. Donald Trump came on TV and he goes, if North Korea, something to the effect of, if North Korea blows up Guam, they are going to experience firepower, the likes of which we have never seen before. And everybody goes, like, all the, like, not true, the CNN people and everything, they all go like, oh, this is so scary, this is terrible, this is not what a president should do, blah, 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 he's going to start a war. And what does North Korea do?
Do nothing.
Well, all right, we're not going to blow up Guam. We could, we might still, but we set a date before, and the date came, and it went. It didn't happen. They didn't blow up Guam because they realized, oh, the United States of America has a crazy person as a president, and he will legit start a world war. Donald Trump is the one guy in the last however many years that will legit start a world war.
I don't even think he'd start it. I think that he will just, if they do something, he will respond.
He's not afraid of a world war.
No. Not at all.
No.
70. The fuck does he care?
He will 100%. 100% blow North Korea to smithereens.
Yeah.
And he doesn't.
And he would probably use those words.
Yes.
Smithereens. No president has ever said smithereens.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to blow him to smithereens.
The language he used in this was shocking to hear. This is like really shocking to hear a president talk like this.
Right.
I don't mind it either.
This is in front of the UN. This is where it's like we all come together and act diplomatic, and it's the best.
God, they must hate his guts. They must hate him.
Dude, he's going to save everybody from a war with North Korea.
Let's hear him.
Now North Korea's reckless pursuit of nuclear weapons and ballistic missiles threatens the entire world.
By the way, Paul, he does fuck up at the end, though. He says he fucks up the term United Nations. That was really funny at the end, yeah.
Threatens the entire world with unthinkable loss of human life. It is an outrage that some nations would not only trade with such a regime, but would arm, supply, and financially support a country that imperils the world with nuclear conflict. No nation on earth has an interest in seeing this band of criminals arm itself with nuclear weapons and missiles. The United States has great strength and patience, but if it is forced to defend itself or its allies, we will have no choice but to totally destroy North Korea. Rocket Man, is on a suicide mission for himself.
He's used the term in the UN.
Because that's his nickname for Kim Jong-un, whatever.
Rocket Man.
He calls him Rocket Man. And instead of even referring to him by name, this is how committed this guy Trump is. Disagree with him or not, like he's like, I am not going to give this guy the honor of even uttering his name ever again. I'm just going to call him Rocket Man. Like a little kid who just got a bomb. Like, ooh, I'm going to blast off a rocket. Oof.
Man is on a suicide mission for himself and for his regime. The United States is ready, willing, and able, but hopefully this will not be necessary. That's what the United Nations is.
The United Nations. That probably bugged him all night. The teleprompter's too small.
I'll tell you, though, he did not miss one word about Rocket Man or blowing North Korea to smithereens. He didn't say smithereens. That was my word. Totally destroying North Korea. Ready, willing, and able to completely destroy a country.
He says things, though, like in just regular people language. Like, that's how regular people talk. You know, they don't say we will be forced to we will literally totally destroy North Korea.
Yeah, well, completely. Nobody wonders, like, oh, man, wonder what Trump is like behind closed doors. That.
Yeah.
Like that. He's like, dude, let me know. Just let me know if we have to completely obliterate North Korea.
I just fucking have had enough of that Kim Jong. I've had enough of hearing about this fucking cocksucker, about us throwing money at him to bribe him. And I love the fact that he's not going to bribe this little douche to not misbehave.
Because what are we taught as kids? Like when a bully like picks on you, you hit him and then he stops picking on you, right?
Yeah, or a child, you slap his face and that straightens him out.
I don't know if that's 100%.
Oh, sorry.
Still,
that's what we learned in my house.
Oh, okay. That's explains some
slap
of
his
this.
face.
But you go and you're like, oh, okay. Like, yeah, you're right. North Korea is so big and powerful. We're able to destroy you, and we're also willing to do that if we have to. Just tell us.
He's literally one speech away from going, we're going to blow the shit out of North Korea.
Yeah, man. I don't even
Good for him.
Sort of mind it. I don't find it scary. You know, I find what North Korea is doing a little bit alarming, but I feel more comfortable that there is a guy who's not worried about being sort of peaceful and nonviolent and adult about the whole thing, and it's just like, no problem. Keep pointing your missiles all over the place. We'll destroy your country. Because they're not sending missiles that are going to blow up the United States. They can send them that far.
No, we're not. We I think could have blown missiles out of the sky if we wanted to, but we didn't. I don't know why we didn't. Maybe because they don't want to show off the technology.
Right, but he's like, not only will we blow your missiles out of the sky, we will blow your country off the map.
And Kim Jong-un, there's an article today from defectors are rare, like because their whole family gets fucked, as we know. So like if there's some family. He was a North Korean defector, and he said that Kim Jong-un had teenage sex slaves, lavish caviar lunches, and gory public executions. Like, he's literally living every fucking twisted teenage boy's fantasy.
Right.
Like, this, if you're 13 and a bit of a psychopath, this is what you want to do.
It's like the kid from Blank Check, if the kid from Blank Check was going to grow up to be a serial killer.
I don't know who he is.
It's Mr. McIntosh. He gets a blank check, he cashes it for $1 million, and then, because it makes it better for the movie, he buys about $100 million worth of stuff and has like a kind of weird pedophile relationship with an adult woman.
Okay.
But that's but if he were a serial killer, what would he do? He would have public executions, caviar fed to him by teenage sex slaves.
Yeah, and get massages. And they said that they go to the schools and they pick up. I don't know if they're kids or if they're 18, 19-year-old girls. Like they're not saying, but they have to massage him. Caviar, I don't know why caviar is such a rich person's food. I think I've tried it and it wasn't great.
Yeah, I think it's just like a status symbol.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of a bunch of black fish eggs in a thing. It just creeps me out.
No, I'd say go down and get a number 10 from McDonald's and feed it to me.
Number 10, that's 5 number 2s on your chest. I want McDonald's. Every time someone mentions McDonald's, I want to fucking shove it in my face.
It's so good.
So they find teenage sex slaves during visits to schools, defector claims. But girls must have straight legs. That's great. No polio! He's screaming. They keep bringing him fucking polio-legged girls.
Stop it!
Well, he has a weird leg. What is a straight... Oh, you know what? That might even be creepy. Is straight leg.
Straight legs.
Like little cultish... legs on a girl, does that mean that they're really young, like 13-year-old straight undeveloped legs? What does that mean?
I don't know.
No bow legs?
I wonder how it's got to be something in the translation, right?
Let's bring. Should we bring him right in?
Oh, is Neil here?
Is he upstairs or is he downstairs?
Roland says he's in the green room.
That's upstairs. That's here. That's in the lobby.
Okay.
We could break.
Okay.
Or we can bring him in.
Yeah, let's bring him in.
Yeah, why?
And then we can just break at 9:30.
Yeah, let's break it 9:30. Let's bring him in.
No reason to brisake.
I agree.
They don't call it that.
Yeah, they do. Well, we'll eat a little later.
Right. Eat a little later.
Bring in the good Dr. Tyson.
It'll be a minute. Roland's got to go get him from the green room.
Okay, well, it's not that far.
No, I know.
Tell Roland to run quickly. I want Roland exasperated and sweating. When he walks in here, Neil. I'm going to say it like that.
I like that.
Make him feel
cool.
welcome.
Don't do that.
Why not? He likes it when I'm cool.
Troy, you're afraid of North Korea?
Yeah, I'm just afraid that this is going to trigger something crazy.
Bro, we'll be fine.
Yeah, we're going to be good. Don't worry about it.
They'll blow up North Korea.
Yeah,
and
the
then
Donald has it under control.
all the other countries will be like, fuck, I'm not going to fuck with America. Donald's just blowing up countries.
JR in Ohio, we have, I'll put you on real quick. It's very funny. What's up, JR?
What's up, brother?
Hey.
I'm thrilled to be talking to you, Jimmy. I'm a big fan.
Thank you. What did you want to say about Trump?
Well, it makes everybody feel good.
You know, man, everybody in the world, when you talk about North Korea or the Middle East, you always hear one idiot, go turn them into a fucking parking lot. I fully expected to hear Trump say that in that speech, man.
So you like him, right?
Oh, I love him. He's fucking great. How can you not?
Yeah, I kind of like this too. All right, we have Neil Tyson coming in. Thanks, JR. There's funny things. How the fuck could you not like Trump? Thanks, buddy.
All right, man.
Yeah, I mean, look, he. I don't know why people are so. All the diplomats don't like what he said, and
well, it's not diplomatic.
Yeah, it's not diplomatic. But again, they've all been saying the quote unquote right things. But I think Trump is just basically saying we're tired of this little fat douchebag.
Right. No, I mean, I like what he said, but I understand why the other people in the UN are not thrilled with it, because it's not a united thing, he said. He said, regardless of what you guys think or say or want, like, we have the ability to destroy North Korea. We might.
I forget who it was that said it, and I've talked about it before. It was either Reagan or one of the Bushes that called North Korea, Russia, and one of the other, I forget what other country, somebody else might remember, the evil triangle. There was something with
Switzerland.
No, I forget what they called what the third country was that was called like the evil triangle. But
Triangle of Terror?
No, Axis of Evil.
Axis of Evil.
And they said it scared them because when somebody refers to you as evil, that means that they're willing to kill you. Like the word evil really frightened them.
Oh, because we will eliminate evil.
It was just a weird word for, I guess, a president to use.
Yeah, I get that.
Axis of Evil. I don't know.
Evil is dehumanizing. Evil is like there is no
fuck yeah
merit in this to be alive.
I guess. I don't know, but they said it scared them.
Good.
That's a nice little, how come there's no stand? Rob here.
It's a monopod.
He's fucking handsoming up the whole goddamn studio. And he's got like a little stick. Why don't you have like a stand?
It's a monopod.
A monopod?
Yeah.
Are you wearing your Bobby Fischer shirt because an intellectual is coming in?
Oh, God.
In all honesty, I forgot who was coming in today. What are you going to say, Rob? Go ahead. You talk on mic. Go on now.
You're thinking of a tripod.
Yeah,
He's got a monopod.
This is a monopod. It's just like easier to hold. And
should have used a monopod that's hanging out of your pants.
I should have.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I get it.
Yeah, it's penis.
Penis.
Yeah.
Handsome penis.
That's probably a real pretty one.
Yeah, it's probably like,
ooh, look at that one.
That's nice.
Travis, yes.
Okay.
What was the secret question?
Will you
Do you hate Sam?
Oh, man. Travis, don't ask him that on the air. That's really,
it's just, I thought of it.
It's really distracting. It's fucked up.
All right, so I guess Roland is bringing...
And Neil's going to walk in. He's going to be like, hey, nice shirt. Jim's going to be like, oh, thanks.
Yeah, and he'll probably say, I believe in good moves, too. I don't believe in psychology.
Oh.
It says that on the shirt.
No, I see.
I don't believe in good moves.
I see.
I don't believe in psychology. I believe in good moves.
What, you don't remember what your stupid...
I don't believe in good moves.
No, Jim Norton says that career-wise. No, I like... I like this shirt. I think that, bring him in. I think Neil Tyson will appreciate my shirt. Hello, sir.
There's no way.
I guarantee you he will. But I didn't think of him. Hey, it's good to see you.
Can I ask you a question, Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Aren't you in the middle of a conversation?
No.
Yes, we were talking about my shirt actually, which we were going to ask you.
Would you be caught dead in that T-shirt he's wearing, in that ridiculous, it looks like a third grader printed it Bobby Fischer T-shirt?
Oh, it's a Bobby Fischer. Yeah, I see it is Bobby Fischer. Yeah.
Now I'm not asking you if you like Bobby Fischer. I'm asking you if you'd be caught dead in that ridiculous.
It
too
is a little
small.
odd. It's not. It's in the world of current T-shirts, that's not. You'd not find that on the list.
No,
it's probably not the most aesthetically pleasing.
No, the design quality is not quite there.
Not at all.
Do you play chess?
Two different pictures. I do, but my son started beating me when he was 10, so I realized I was.
Well, are you lousy or is he a prodigy?
Little of both.
Okay.
A little of both.
If a kid, there's some kids they're just masters by the time they're like 9 years old, and it's just like
Yeah. When he was like 14 or 15, he was done and went on to other things. But he did like trophies and stuff. But they give you trophies if you come in 10th place. You know, there's like a trophy city at these like kids tournaments. But
how do you feel about that?
I hate saying in my day, you got a trophy for winning. I was doing a crossword puzzle once for the New York Times, and one of the clues was to come in second. And you're looking, well, is that to win, play, show? What's the word you need for that? And you know what the answer was? To lose.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
That's incredible.
Right? So if you start giving awards for not coming in first, then one could ask, what's your incentive for improving or getting better at all? So, but that's sort of old school talking.
Yeah.
Times change and people get trophies for participating. And who am I to say, had I not been a kid now, that I wouldn't totally delight in that? So
I'm sure you'd like it, but maybe you wouldn't be motivated to be great.
Yeah,
just being good is enough.
I've got it. Yeah, I've got to say, I don't know that motivates anybody.
Right.
If you're rewarded for just being there.
Or does it make people
for having a pulse?
People who might not shine more likely to shine because they feel like they're not going to lose, and then they wind up doing it. I don't know what the thinking is. I don't have kids. But I don't know.
Yeah. No. So I try not to bring old school into new school just because it's, that's what my parents did back when I was a kid. Right. There's always some grown up telling you that you're not, you don't relate. So
everybody thinks it's different now, though, because like it makes sense in your head, whereas your parents' thing didn't. So back in their day, that didn't make sense, but back in your day, it made sense. So that's how we should.
Right. There's a line in West Side Story where some adult is telling the hoodlums, when I was your age, and their reply was, "You were never our age."
Yeah.
That was a great line.
You seem like a competitive guy. Are you a competitive guy? No.
I mean, not against other people. I'm competitive with myself. If I do something and I think I can do it better, I'll try to do it better. Or if there are people who have a talent, or expressed in whatever way that talent is, I will aspire to that talent. But it's not to beat them; it's just to improve myself. So
you won't get mad when you see them doing well. Like,
I say, "Whoa, that's good." I want to figure out how to do that.
I don't know about that. I saw you and Matt Sarah wrestling around. And I could see that. I was right there for that. I could see that little shine of.
Well, of course, you were like co-hosting that show. Yeah, we were wrestling on the ground. So in wrestling, here's right. So I used to wrestle, right, and that's like the purest of sports. You can't blame a piece of equipment. You can't blame a fellow team member for fumbling the ball. Right. It is you and your opponent. And anytime I lost, I say, "Wow, that was a good move. Whoa." I'll try not to lose with that move again.
Right.
But again, it's not so that I can divide and conquer. No, it's just, can I get better?
What was your record as a wrestler?
I was undefeated. Wait. Can we finish the sentence? Excuse me.
All right.
I was undefeated in high school.
Oh, okay.
And captain of my team. But mind you, that was the Bronx High School of Science.
Sure.
So,
just beating up a bunch of dorks.
No, but you still wrestle other schools.
Oh, okay.
But then in college, I had actually a losing record until my senior year. And so, by the way, I was really good at rowing. And in college, rowing was like the sport of the gods. And I had the choice of being one of the best rowers, or just being sort of an average or even slightly below average wrestler. But I way more enjoyed wrestling as a contest, and I stuck with that.
I did that yesterday in the gym rowing. Let me ask you a question. First of all, you have very long arms, so that probably is helpful for that.
Very much helps, because you want the oar in the water for the longest arc you possibly can.
But when you're rowing like that, how long can you do that for? Because like literally, a minute and 40 or a minute and 50 seconds, and I'm like wiped out. Like when you guys are training.
Well, you're a slug. You're not an athlete.
yeah. You are not the measure of aerobic fitness.
That's a good point. I prefer to use different terminology than
Why
slug.
are you the benchmark here against which all aerobic conditioning is measured?
Well, yeah, that's probably a fair point. I was just kind of curious.
Not
as
really
to
going how you thought it would go.
No, it's not. I figured the good Dr. Tyson and I would chat about athletics.
No, I'll tell you. So the rowing stroke is a highly thought about thing in a rowing scull or in the sweeps. And so the time it takes you to pull through the water, that needs to be less than the time it takes you to recover. Otherwise, your body's not going to recover from having done that stroke. And if you try to speed up your stroke rate by rushing forward to get the oar back in the water, you're not taking advantage of your capacity to recover from the stroke. So it's a whew, and then you slowly move forward.
To recover.
And then you slowly move forward. Now, you can speed up that entire process, but the ratio of the time it takes you to slide forward to the time your oar in the water should remain such that you can recover on each stroke. And if you do that, then you can really punch this out for the full 10,000 meters.
How far is 10,000 meters? I don't know how far that is.
It's 10,000 meters.
I mean, how many miles? Is that a mile or
It's like
no?
a 10K run.
10K run?
10K.
I don't know 10K either.
You're not good
My
at
father
it.
used to jog. Yeah, I don't. Believe it or not, I was not an athlete.
It's probably like 6 or 7 miles,
Yeah,
right?
it's 6.2 miles.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah.
All right, that's a lot. That's a lot of rowing.
Yeah, it is. Oh, yeah.
Too much.
Yeah.
Too much,
So,
right? It's
so it's
enough.
good, and it's great, and it's, as some of the rowing facilities describe that want you to row rather than cycle for your aerobics, for your cardio. Yeah. Again, that's a new term, cardio. Cardio.
Yeah.
Cardio. So they'll say it's every muscle, every stroke.
So when you
So this is the celebration of this. If you're on a treadmill, what are you doing for your arms? Nothing. They're dangling there unless you sort of carry weights on the treadmill. On a bicycle, what are you doing? Is your lower back in that one? I don't know. I don't think so. Are your shoulders in it? No.
Unless you're just tense the whole time.
Unless you're tense the whole time.
That's what I do. Anything I do, I just do it very tense.
gripping the handlebars.
That's how I do radio. I can do it like this, and it's a workout.
It's very uncomfortable to work with.
So rowing, it's essentially every stroke, every muscle.
When you were undefeated and you lost the first time, did it affect you at all?
No.
Oh, you were okay with it?
Why do you keep thinking I have some psychological issues?
Honestly, no, I don't. I was just curious.
No. I like I said, losing is the indication that I should get better if I need to and want to, and I would see how I lost.
Could I always
Was the
find
person quicker than I was? Did they know more moves? Was it muscle memory?
Right.
Or would I have to think it through? And are they stronger? I knew they were not more limber because I was pretty well strong,
Right.
really stretched guy. I could do full splits and things. So it wasn't a matter of limber, and I was also pretty strong, except my height at 6'2", at my weight, I wrestled at 190 pounds. Other wrestlers at my weight were almost always shorter than I was. 6 feet, 5'10", 5'9". And since we're exactly the same weight, if you run the numbers on this, they will have bigger muscles than I will. Because we're the same weight and they're shorter.
Right.
And the strength of a muscle goes as the cross-sectional area of the muscle itself. So they would be stronger than I was in any given moment. So I have to be quicker or cleverer.
Right.
And this is what I'd have to work on. But that's that in that way you improve. In fact, people who are the best, I don't know if they have motivation to improve if you're just always beating everybody.
Well, that's the reason I asked you about losing, because I always feel there's so much pressure with an undefeated record. Like when people go undefeated for a while,
It
it's like,
normally would be pressure because you're the one to beat and everyone's after you.
Yeah.
Yes. Normally, I didn't. It's not the kind of life I led.
It's also very healthy, though, to be like, to look at a loss, and instead of looking at a guy and being like, oh, how do I get as good as him? I'm never going to be as good as him. And you bring it back to yourself and be like, what are the specific skills that lost me?
I thought that's what everybody did until I saw people get really pissed off when they lost. And I said, can't you just honor how much better the other person was than you? Isn't that
so? Is that when you realized that science was for you? Because you are not like the most emotional guy on the planet. That you're like, just facts and well, this is what you would do.
This is what it is. And if you lost, get better.
It's all math.
Right. Well, it helps. Although there's still quite a bit of emotion in science. If you make a discovery, you're jumping through the roof. I mean, there's not like we are emotionless.
Right.
But when it comes to
Eureka.
that almost never happens, by the way.
Really?
Just FYI.
People don't say Eureka?
No.
you don't want to know when I yell it.
TMI right there. Right, let
Look
that
what
one
I've
go.
created.
So Isaac Asimov once wrote that it's not Eureka that people say, that scientists say. It's That's odd.
Right.
That's it.
Because it's like, I didn't see that.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
What is that? And that's where you learn, that's where you realize something is inconsistent with your expectations. You get a result from the experiment that nobody thought was going to happen. And you say, that's odd.
And then you start to get a rush when you're like, oh my God, this is.
Yeah, and then you get a rush and you focus on that and you perform another experiment, you call up others. And so, there's hardly ever a eureka moment. Plus, I know movies like this, but they're not getting it. The midnight oil, lone genius solving the greatest problem in the world. Most problems today are collaborative, and they don't make as tight a story that is told.
Right.
So there's stories in science that I think people should know about, but no one's going to do them because they don't talk about the one lone genius who's tortured.
One good-looking hero with glasses on to be like, look what he did.
You know, it's like VH1 when they did the rock documentaries, and there's that trademark phrase. And then they were addicted to drugs until they were. There's always some point where otherwise they're not even doing the story on you.
Right.
If you were married, had kids, 2-car garage, and that was your rock home. No,
there's no behind the music for you.
You don't see it behind the music on Kenny Rogers or somebody who's just had a nice career. It's always the one-hit guy who all of a sudden did heroin and went to jail. Like, that's the interesting story.
Right.
I have a specific space question for you about Jupiter. Because I'm writing a book.
I'm tickled when you were you were up at night with a question waiting to hand me the next day.
Yes.
This is great.
I do, because I'm writing a book on Jupiter called, 10 hours a rotation.
Yes.
What's the pressure? No kidding. It's a lot of little Jupiter jokes.
Very little.
Emphasis on little jokes. Just I don't want to let that go by.
Sure.
Earth takes 24 hours to rotate once, as we all know. Okay, actually takes 23 hours and 56 minutes. But that detail is not important in this conversation.
Sure.
Just later on another show, I'll tell you.
We're losing minutes.
We take 20. Earth rotates once every 23 hours and 56 minutes and 4 seconds. But so just call it 24 hours. And so it's the rotation that gives us the energy to circulate storms with the ferocity they have. It's called the Coriolis force. And I tweeted once about the effect of the Coriolis force on a kick, on a winning kick in the overtime of a football game. Because it'll affect anything that is airborne, like clouds moving north-south. So there was a kicker whose kick was deflected 1/3 of an inch to the right and ended up going in. And it went in, and they said, we just got a lucky bounce off the left post. No, Earth helped that one. So I tweeted that people freaked out. It was made the Cincinnati headlines and everything, because it was the Bengals, I think, that won that game. But anyhow, so on Jupiter, it is bigger, has higher gravity, and rotates once in 10 hours. So you want to talk about the ferocity of a Coriolis force. Jupiter's got it. And Jupiter has a storm. It's this huge red spot that's on its surface, and we call it Jupiter's red spot. Just how we roll.
Yeah,
that's how we roll.
Yeah.
Spots on the sun, we call them sunspots.
Right.
See, we're into one-syllable communication in my field.
As opposed to Jim's penis spots.
Oh, I don't have any spots. I only have a spot. That's all it will fit.
No, he would say, I don't have that many spots. So that red spot is a storm, and it's been raging for 300 years.
My question about Jupiter, when you're going, I know that we send a probe in, and they know it's going to get crushed as it gets closer. But
that happened at Saturn.
Oh, was it on Saturn? Oh, I thought it was on Jupiter.
Saturn.
We didn't send a probe to Jupiter?
We did, but it's not crashing it. It's Saturn.
Oh, okay.
The news of recent weeks is Saturn.
Oh, no, this is a long time ago. This is a while ago. I thought there was one.
Oh, yeah, okay. We might put Galileo in there. Galileo was the name of a probe that went to Jupiter.
Yeah, and there was something that it went down into the Jupiter atmosphere, and they took measurements until it got crushed.
Yeah.
But if you could get into some kind of a contraption that would let you go lower on Jupiter, what would you see as you went further down?
Well, it's just gas almost all the way down, and it gets denser and denser and denser, and it gets hotter and hotter and hotter. And and we think we know what the composition of Jupiter is, but it's nice to know in detail, this layer, this layer, this layer, the exact rate that happens. We can model it, but to have the data is always better than what your expectations might be.
But you couldn't land on it. There's nowhere to send anything that could land on it?
There'll be a point where the density of the gas, because it's so dense, has the same sort of density as you, for example, and then you'll just sort of float there. Buoyant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But there's no surface as we know it.
Yeah, well, if you go far, It probably has a rocky. Well, no. The pressures are so great that hydrogen becomes metallic. I mean, it's real. I don't know if you remember your chemistry class. Hydrogen appeared on both the left and the right side of the periodic table. I don't know if you remember this. Yeah, because hydrogen has properties of metals under certain conditions, such as very high pressures, such as what you'd get in the center of Jupiter. So no, it's gas is the active thing here, and so. But I thought you were talking about Cassini. Cassini, like days ago.
Oh no.
Crashed into actually vaporized into Saturn.
How far down does it get before it's
finished?
I
don't know, but I do know that it was going 75,000 miles an hour, and and all that energy has to go somewhere as the gas slows it down. And where's it go? It goes back into the craft itself. That would happen even with asteroids coming through any atmosphere. They slow down, and the kinetic energy pumps back into the object. It heats up, and it can heat up catastrophically so that asteroids coming to Earth will just explode. But in that case, it vaporized, and every atom in Cassini's craft ended up becoming part of Saturn. And I tweeted, Cassini VIP. Vaporize in peace. Yeah,
that's good. That's good.
Is there any truth to the fact when like ships come back in, like the one that came in through the atmosphere? Was it the Endeavour? Which one?
Special Endeavour.
No, which one blew up at 200,000 feet because the heat shield was messed up? It was a couple of years ago. It came apart coming back.
Oh, you're talking about Columbia.
Columbia.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is there? There's always that thing they say if you don't get the angle right when you're coming back in, that you can in a way kind of bounce off. Is that true?
Yeah, that can happen. Yeah, if the angle's too shallow. But no, not with space shuttles, because space shuttles are already in orbit around Earth. We're talking about coming back from the moon. If you come back from the moon, you have the right trajectory so that you can get pulled into the down through the atmosphere. If you come a little too shallow, you'll just skim off the atmosphere and keep going, like a skimmed rock. You throw a rock at the right angle, at the right shape across the surface of water. The rock is way denser than water, and yet you can just pop off the top and keep skimming. So.
Oh, wow. So you come in at one angle, you burn, and if you come in at the other angle, you bounce off.
Yeah, but the burning is that you have heat shields, so you protect yourself. That's the whole point of the heat shield.
I'm just amazed they figured that out on the Apollo, though, like on where they were doing like hand calculations.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, plus they had a slide rule. You had it made in the shade with a slide. In my high school, I'm old enough to have been formally trained on on slide rules.
I never had a slide rule. I did have a T-square.
T-square. Oh, so you were good at mechanical drawing.
Oh, is that what that was for?
Yeah.
I have no idea what that was.
I had a scientific calculator, but you could put Tetris on it. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a good time.
So that's really what it was for.
It was a good time.
In the day.
Do you think we should be spending more?
Well, I gotta tell you. So in my high school, so I went to a nerdy high school, and so if the bigger your slide rule, it'd be on like your holster.
The bigger the slide rule, the more of a man.
My slide rule had a leather.
Where'd you get one that big? I didn't know they made them that big.
Yeah, I still have it. It's cool.
Do you think that we should be sending more people into space and walking on the moon and doing all that stuff that we used to do? Because you see all these like space movies about people going into space, and there seems to be all this great stuff going on, but you never hear about people actually. Human beings.
Yeah, a little part of me worries that Hollywood is so good at pretending we're in space that we're just okay with that.
Right. Right, like we saw Matthew McConaughey behind the bookshelf. We know how space
behind
works.
The bookshelf, poking books. Like, how did he know the first letter of each book from the other side? I always wondered that.
Well, that's probably something you learn in space. We haven't been.
If you looked at the other side of a row of books, how do you know what the hell books you're pushing through? That was one of my questions about the movie.
It's a great question.
Yeah. But so
because he wasn't seeing the binder, like the page part, he was seeing the other side.
Right, and so how's he going to know how to like do Morse code with the books?
What a great thing to bring up when you're watching with like your wife or a friend or something. Like as this emotional climax comes forward. How do you know what books?
I'm sorry. This is what I think about.
I like the movie, but let's be honest. Did he say Murph enough times? We got it. Murph. We got it.
But if you look at in The Martian, the representation of his challenges and his travails, you felt like you were there.
Yes.
And if Hollywood is perfect that, I wonder if our urges to want to do that ourselves would evaporate. But as opposed to vaporize, that's a different different deal.
Yeah.
So I will not tell people what they should want to do. Here it is. There's a quote from Antoine Saint-Exupéry, who's a French author, aviator from 100 years ago. He was the first real writer who flew. So he got to describe what it's like among the clouds for the first time in a compelling way. And he's credited with this quote. He said, if you want to build a ship, do not gather people, have them find wood, and show them tools. No, instead, teach them to yearn for the immensity of the sea.
Right. So people need to want to see space
exactly
to get up there.
To get up there. And then you'll say, yeah, let's do this. Let's fund NASA. Let's elect an official who can do this. And all the rest of that just comes in behind it.
Right.
And if you're starting, well, how do you do this? And I don't know. And it'll never get done.
So you need people to just be together,
want to be
saying,
there.
we want to be in space.
Right. And when Kennedy said, let's put a man on the moon and return him safely to Earth before the decade is out, he didn't say, let us build an agency to do this and have it there, and let us contract with it. It's not what he said.
Right.
It's not what he said.
I have a question about your show. Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I want to. You're promoting the show. It's Star Talk. It's season 4 on Nat Geo.
I can't believe it's season 4. I can't even believe it.
It's amazing.
Star Trek did not last 4 seasons. Okay, just FYI.
Well, Star Talk's better.
Star Trek went 3 seasons, was canceled. Okay.
And some of your guests, you had an amazing guest list, and we talked before you got here about Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
I love Kareem. How was he as a guest?
Oh, he's good. First, he's smart as all get out. Have you ever seen him on Jeopardy? The guy's out of control.
I don't watch Jeopardy.
I watch Jeopardy. It's great.
He said that like he's proud of this. I don't watch Jeopardy.
No, I'm a Family Feud guy. Sometimes the answers are funny.
I'm a Wheel of Fortune guy. Don't ever say proudly that I'm not a Jeopardy guy.
No, I watch it in the cab, but they make it's like a literacy test in the cab. You can't get them wrong in the cab. You're sitting in a car.
That's right. Yeah.
You ever sit there though when the game show block comes on?
My family was on Family Feud. Did you see it?
No.
See, you can't be that much of a fan.
Celebrity Family Feud?
Celebrity Family Feud.
Oh.
Ta-da!
How'd you guys do? How'd you do?
Busted.
I didn't watch it.
No, don't tell me I'm a Family Feud fan. Apparently not.
Well, I'm not a...
Last time we were talking about Match Game, and I was like, that was not your lane to be in. Match Game. Like, you do well in so many other things.
Well, I tried. I tried. I'm invited back, by the way, to Match Game. Apparently, I didn't mess up that badly. But we were on Family Feud. Oh, yeah, there you go.
How did you guys do?
We won.
I hope so.
Yeah. I did the final round with my son, who in the
center there.
Yeah.
Who are you up
What
against?
a glorious head of hair.
Yeah. So we were up against. Who's the guy? The former guy who played for the Lakers?
Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson.
No.
Michael Cooper. Kurt Rambis. James Worthy.
Kobe Bryant.
No.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Shaq.
That's him.
Rick Fox?
So, Rick Fox. Rick Fox and his family.
Nailed it.
Right. Very handsome family. His sister was like a Euro swimsuit model, and he was a model after. So we were all there, and we were duking it out. He has a son who's a total nerd, who was also on it, and so we were sharing some nerd moments. But anyhow, so we won Family Feud, and we won, and you win money for a charity.
Is there anything that gives you less faith in humanity than watching Jeopardy and then watching Wheel of Fortune come on after?
That is an interesting pair of shows.
Wheel of Fortune has got to be the stupidest show I've ever seen in my life. I started watching these shows recently.
But it's in his 80th season.
I can't believe it.
You can't.
Like, I watch Jeopardy, and I'm like really entertained by it nowadays. Like, I really enjoy watching Jeopardy. And then Wheel of Fortune comes on, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
I love a good Wheel of Fortune.
They're idiots. They're all morons.
Here's the thing that happened. There was an episode of Jeopardy with Kareem Jabbar where the question was, which country in Europe has the largest land area? Okay? And he answered... what was it? I think he answered Sweden. Okay, although it was a mistake. It's not what he wanted to. He knew what he wanted. He just said the wrong word. That's wrong in any measure. Okay, someone else said it was Spain or France. I forgot which one. But he then said, "But wait a minute, they have sovereignty over Greenland." And if you add Greenland to that, bada bing! So what he meant to say was Denmark. So he got it wrong, but for the wrong reason. I mean, he knew his answer was Denmark. He misspoke.
But Jeopardy got it wrong, too.
Jeopardy got it wrong, too. Exactly.
So what did they do about it?
Exactly. And I forgot how they played that out. I think they should have given it to him because he knew all about Greenland as a... And you know how I reminded myself that Greenland is Denmark's sovereign because in the movie Arrival, one of the Arrival ships was in Greenland, and they had flags where all the ships were, and the Danish flag was there in Greenland, and I was reminded of this fact.
Well, in Arrival,
Greenland is all ice.
was that the one with the giant egg?
Yes.
I actually like that. That was a weird,
Yeah,
interesting
a little
movie.
weird
The
and a
ink
little.
blot movie, right? Where
Yeah.
the aliens were talking in looking like ink blots.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That kind of that made some sense to me.
And the alien was a septopod.
Right.
Yeah, seven. So here's one thing I wondered about that. There they are making symbols on the glass.
Right.
And here we are interpreting them. How do we know it's not backwards?
Oh, because they're making it on the glass.
They're making it on the glass.
So
How do we know?
them-
Yeah, that never came up in the movie.
Well, you have to assume though that they understand. If they understand all that and they can let a nuclear weapon go off in the ship without a problem, and they have control of it, you have to figure they figured that out. Some things you have to
They didn't
assume
make
they
a point
figured.
of it. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
You're assuming stuff, and I'm not. I don't make those kind of assumptions.
Well, here's how it might have been.
Would have been a great moment in the movie, like, oh, it was backwards.
Exactly. They could have. They
And
could have
then you-
exploited that
Right,
fact.
right.
Well,
You're
They
right.
could have said, "Oh, it's not that this is happening before that. It's happening the other way."
Hey, this is
my
on
God.
glass.
Well, time was kind of weird for them in circular,
yeah.
so she may have learned how to read it at some point. Time was very interestingly
Right, but if it's
talked about.
backwards, it could change the arrow of time,
Oh,
even if
okay.
time still remains circular. That's all I'm saying.
So you
That's all.
enjoy.
So my point is, so he's smart as all get
Yes,
out.
he is.
And he writes a column. He's written books.
a great
He's
writer.
been in movies, and in Star Talk, it's kind of a geek safe space.
Yeah.
So you learn with our celebrity guests, if they've got some geek in them, we're going to find it. And we're going to reveal it. So I find out, yes, he's been in a couple of movies. You know, he was in Airplane as the pilot. He was also in one of the Bruce Lee films, Bruce Lee's last film, Game of Death. And so he said he just really wanted to be an actor, like professionally. I said, dude, you're like 10 feet tall. Who are you going to play? He said, no, he always wanted to be Chewbacca. Of course! That's who you... Yes!
That makes perfect sense.
That makes perfect sense.
Perfect sense.
What an odd thing to want when you're the highest scorer in NBA history. I just want to
wanna
go.
No, he was done being the highest scorer. Not that he wanted to do that instead of basketball.
okay.
No, when he got out.
Did you find any geekiness in Katy Perry?
And Katy Perry. So Katy Perry's another one of the guests. And Katy Perry, we learned, she left school at 15 with a GED, never went to college. And for many people like that, they're kind of done learning, and now they just have their life, whatever that life is. Well, she's got a life, but folded into that is a deep curiosity for everything she does not yet know. And this is a curiosity that we have as in our childhood, and it is a curiosity that scientists have because we never lost it from childhood. And there she is, a pop singer, one of the poppest singers there is, and she is wondering, I'm there, and she knows I know some stuff, and she said, well, tell me about this, and how does math matter in the universe, and how, and why? And it turned out to be a session with her asking me questions. And so, yes, it was a celebration of curiosity in the face of someone who had an entire other career, and her career is not even about that.
Right.
But that's what it is.
But as a person, she had that.
As a person, she had that. And one of her songs sounded to me like she wanted to have sex with an alien, so I had to get into that.
Did she?
Find you got to see the show to find out.
Oh, I got to see.
A question for you too, because I was thinking that as you were talking about how she was asking you questions, like you're great because people just want to ask you stuff because you know about things that none of us do. So you're kind of the go-to guy in any situation. Who's like that for you? Like when you're
I got people.
But who is somebody that you just love sitting there and listening to?
Yeah,
because
back to your earlier point. I love nothing more than sitting around people who know more stuff than I do.
Right.
And then I can just learn.
Like, I mean,
It's not, I know more than you, therefore
No, right. Who's an example of that?
So almost any one of my professional astrophysics colleagues knows more about multiple things than I do. And anytime I'm in their presence, we're talking about it. I've got there's I've got a research scientist in my department who's like an expert in sort of energy systems and energy delivery and energy production. And we're doing some renovations in our home, and I'm thinking of getting solar panels. He said, do this and consider this, and the net metering does this, and so it's a whole conversation. What kind of pumps and inverse pump to this. So almost any one of my colleagues, because you look at me and you think I'm some kind of exception.
Magic man.
Except, and sometimes I wear my funky ties, with planets and moons on it.
Your space vest on Family Feud.
You say, oh, that's really cool.
You notice that?
No, I did.
If you come to one of our astrophysics conferences, that's camouflage.
They all have it.
Yeah, you can't say, "Oh, give me the guy who had a tie." No, we all wearing a tie. We all. And by the way, that's a general truth about people who are academics. We have devoted our lives to learning something new every single day. And so, but most people don't even know an academic. Who's an academic? It's a professor who's an expert, who teaches, who's at a university. Most people don't even know an academic. So this is why when research happens in universities, and we tell you people are warming the earth. It's time to listen.
Right.
All right. This information comes from research centers, and people devoted their lives to learning something tomorrow that we did not know today.
Well, somebody's asking on the phone, as you say that, has family in Puerto Rico. Does Neil know why all these storms are happening? And does that tie in with what you're saying?
Well, some of it's just bad luck in terms of the luck of the draw, because storms, there's a sort of a randomness to them. It's odd, however, that, by the way, if you look at storms are named alphabetically. I
didn't know.
You didn't know. Okay, so they go right down the alphabet and they switch between girl names and boy names. All right, so that what they name tropical depressions that become tropical storms and occasionally become hurricanes. Look at the names of all the recent hurricanes. They're all consecutive in the alphabet. So not a one of them only ended life as a tropical storm. They all amped up and became hurricanes. And you're more likely to have strong hurricanes when you have a warmer atmosphere and a hotter planet, because the ocean is where that energy is coming from. And the energy rises up, and warm, moist, unstable air is the recipe for storms. And then you get the Coriolis force spinning them around, and you drive the intensity of these storms. So yeah, I mean, this is a shot across our bow.
How much time do you think the planet's got left?
I'd say about 20 minutes.
Oh, cool.
No, just to the end of this interview. Earth is pissed off.
Right.
If you want to look at it in those terms. And so it's not how long Earth has. Earth will be here. Earth will survive everything. I mean, there was a time when all carbon that is currently underground was not underground, and it was in the atmosphere, and there was no ice anywhere on Earth. It was in the time of the dinosaurs. There were no ice caps, nothing. We could return to that era, but if we did, then you melt all the ice in Greenland. That'd be great for Denmark, because then they get more land. But you melt all the ice in Greenland and on Antarctica. And if you do that, then the water levels will rise and reach the bottom elbow of the Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty's left elbow.
Really?
That's how high up the water would be. So it's a different world. You lose every single city that 10,000 years of civilization created on the water's edge in the service of commerce and transportation.
Say we don't change anything. How long do you think we have left on the planet?
As humans, if we don't kill ourselves with total nuclear Holocaust exchange, or invent some kind of nanobot that
just
that affects us with virus, or replaces us, decides it doesn't need us.
That's what's going to happen.
Because we're a virus on Earth.
It may happen, It may happen.
What am I imitating? You're a virus.
My doctor.
After you looked at the spots on your penis. You're a virus.
What is it?
It's from The Matrix. Come on now. Come on now. The interrogation on the...
Was that a Lawrence Fishburne impression?
No, that was the other guy, the
I don't
Smith.
remember.
You're a virus.
I haven't seen it in many years.
The Smith's name.
Agent Smith.
No, the actor's name.
Oh, I don't know the actor's name.
I do not remember.
You guys will get him up.
You should see that movie.
Yeah, Hugo Weaving.
Yes,
Hugo Weaving, and he's also the voice of V in
series.
What's that?
V for Vendetta.
V for Vendetta.
Yes.
Yeah. It's his voice, probably his body. It wouldn't have to have been, but because it wasn't James Earl Jones in the costume of
Darth Vader.
Right.
What a gig he had, though.
What
God,
a gig!
They brought him back though for this last one, and James is so you could tell. Remember the prequel that they shot, the great Darth Vader scene, but you could tell they still used James Earl Jones, but he sounds a little bit. I mean, again, he's 40 years ago. Yeah. He's had an amazing career so far, but
you sound different today than you did 40 years ago.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's what I mean. You could kind of tell it was still the same actor, but a little older.
You see that movie? That movie Mother is a complete metaphor for what man is doing to Earth and destroying it, and how
but like I said, Earth will survive us. So don't worry about the Earth. You have to worry about life on Earth, human life on Earth, and the average life expectancy of a mammal species is a couple of million years, and we're actually very early in that time arc. our species, we've been sort of anatomically human for a few 100,000 years.
So we still got a lot of time.
Cro-Magnon, still a lot of time in front of us if we don't kill ourselves.
Do you feel that we'll be able to, like
So by the way, you know our greatest advantage is that we are living everywhere on Earth. So generally, catastrophes are regional, local, and so...
So we'll just hope they wipe out them, and we're still okay.
I'm hoping it doesn't wipe out anybody, but I'd rather think that way about this. But
do you think that with computers and things, I know we have to wrap soon too, like because Ray Kurzweil thinks that we're going to get immortality through merging with computers and uploading our. I don't think it's crazy either. Do you think there will be a way to upload like who and what we are into hard drives, consciousness into hard drives to extend life?
Yes, realize we no longer use hard drives. We have.
Well, yeah, whatever they use to
digital media. Just want to move you forward.
Oh no, I use hard drives. I don't do the cloud ever.
No, not the cloud. I'm talking about the
solid state drive.
Solid state drive.
Yeah, but let's just say onto those things.
So here, I have a rebuttal to that.
Okay,
it's a mild rebuttal, but I'm sticking with it. All right, if I upload my consciousness to a computer and the computer's sitting here on the table, okay, and tomorrow I go to the Bahamas, the computer didn't go to the Bahamas, so it's not really me. I continue to glean life experience. I meet people that the computer didn't. I go swimming and feel the cold water that the computer didn't.
But what if in Wi-Fi, or what if in the connection becomes so good that instantly, like almost like going out live on YouTube or whatever, instantly you're communicating with the computer, so it's picking up every second of experience.
Okay, so then it's not. Then the computer is not just me, independent of me. It's part of me. Fine. I'll give you that.
But then all of a sudden...
So that means you're saying I'd have little, some kind of electronics in my brain telepathically communicating with the computer.
and then say you're killed in a boating accident, and then they can build a new you through your DNA immediately. Then they can just upload everything or download everything from that computer to you. So maybe you lose the last couple of experiences, but most of your life is there.
But that's still not you. That's a you for everybody else, right? That's not like I wouldn't know that.
No, in principle, if you could reproduce every single chemical neurosynaptic configuration in your brain, which itself contains all your memories, in principle, you could just reconstruct a person.
But that's still a reconstructed version of you. It's not me.
Why would? No, it's not you.
Like, I'm not immortal. It's just Sam.
You wouldn't know. You feel the same.
Yeah. Why would you even know the difference?
Yeah, you'd know it because they told you.
In fact, they could remove from your memory the 10 minutes you didn't exist while it took it to build you, and you wouldn't even know that it happened.
Yeah, so it'd be like sleeping.
Like in the Prestige. You see that movie?
No,
The Prestige?
I didn't see
it. It was very good. You'd probably like it.
Yeah, nobody knows which one's the... Well, I don't want to spoil it. Well, nobody knows.
But what it also means, in principle, it can make an exact copy of you.
Right.
Yeah.
And they'd probably figure that out.
But what's interesting to me is twins are exact copies of one another, yet they don't share each other's conscience. Consciousness, and
usually one has like a lazy eye or something.
That's always a little bit weird to me. Now, of course, they have different fingerprints, but the fingerprints were not established at the point that the genetic code was split. That happens later.
They do sometimes have that thing where like one has an itch and the other feels it, right? Like, isn't there, or is that made up?
No.
That's
if they're looking at each other, there's something called mirror neurons. Do you know about those?
No.
I do, but tell him.
So mirror neurons is it's suspected that this is very important with regard to empathy. So you're there and you scratch your left arm. When I see that, I say, "Gee, I wonder if my arm scratches."
Right.
And I start mirroring what you're doing. And it's a sense that I'm feeling what you are experiencing.
So that's not a telepathic thing. That's based on observation.
No, you have to observe it.
Yeah.
You have to observe it. And it has mirror. It's in the mirror. And so if something's happening to you, and I have no sense of what's happening to you, then how could I possibly empathize with your circumstances?
And this kind of ties in with
yawns.
Like a yawn, yes. Yeah. This ties in with a question. I know we have to wrap with you.
Because someone yawns, hey, I got a yawn too.
I think it's contagious.
What is this thing about, and I know it's traveling faster than the speed of light, where there's one, there's like an atom somewhere, or whatever it is, and it responds the same way as something. So the information had to travel faster than the speed of light.
So you're talking about coupled particles.
Okay.
And so you can, in quantum mechanics, you can take two particles that know about each other's existence, separate them, and they still know about each other's existence. And if you measure one, it instantly tells you what the other one is doing, even though you instantly, at unlimited speed, it could tell you exactly what the other particle is doing. And so it's a feature of quantum physics that people are trying to exploit for faster than light communication. I don't I don't think it's exploitable, but we've got top people working on it. So, so we'll see.
I've told you, I don't believe the whole speed of light thing is as fast as we're going to go, but you and I differ on that. All right. They're telling us you have to go.
It said speed of light. It's not just a good idea. It's the law.
You're promoting Star Talk.
A couple more guests. You got a few more there. What
Kevin Smith, James Cameron.
James Cameron. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
These are good folk.
Lance Armstrong.
Katie Couric and Lance Armstrong. So these are it's celebrities, and people who know this show and know me, they already know Star Talk. But let me just say, just in case you don't, that I'm the host, and my guest is always hardly ever a scientist. It's someone hewn from pop culture, and in the conversation we explore all the ways science has touched their lives. And so for the viewer, you come for the celebrity, you stay for the science, and you end up gleaning all the ways science manifests in society, so that you don't ever say to yourself, that's science, I was never good at science, let me step around it and do something else that I care about. You see all the ways that science touches everything. And that's really, and my co-host is always a professional comedian. You know this. I love you guys just as a community. Sure. Not you specifically.
No, I know that. I've never been on the show, but I am available.
That's a bummer.
There's an exclusionary rule for some comedians.
Understandable.
No. Plus, I love your stuff. Dude.
Thank you.
Yeah, on Netflix, just keep it going.
Yeah.
Mushy potty mouth dude that you are.
I am, but I'm clean when I have to be.
No, that's not clear.
Tell that to the Tonight Show.
So it's on October the 1st. It's a great show, and you're just, you're a very loved guy, and you're doing a lot for science. It's Neil Tyson on Twitter and HaydenPlanetarium.org /Tyson. So
can I also add, just in this last 12 seconds, my latest book is actually #1 right now on the New York Times bestseller list. And in my community, anytime we see any science book anywhere on the bestseller list, it's like, hey! It's up there with the celebrity pundit books and the pundit books and the celebrity tell-alls. So
Physics for People on the Go, it's called?
Astrophysics for People in a Hurry. Right.
Oh, yeah, I have it. I read it.
Oh, yeah. So I just, it gives me hope that people care about science as much as they care about political pundits mouthing out about what the political situation is. That there's some people may be fatigued and they want to escape, and the universe, there's no greater place to escape to.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. We love you, and you're a really, really fun guy. We could have you in all morning. So anytime you want to come back, check out the show October the 4th on Nat Geo for season 4, and we will be back. We have Rob Schneider and Pam Adlon coming.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bass guitar.
Do. And a friend.
Oh. And that's like a regular.
That's a sitar.
That's like, is that a sitar or a regular guitar?
Sitar.
Okay.
Yeah, nice. So, we have lost Rob Schneider. He's not going to be on the show.
Rob Schneider is not doing the show.
He is, apparently he ran really late and got here very late.
Yeah.
So he's going on Howard, and I guess after they do Howard, they have other...
he turned into a pretty teenage girl on the way here, and we were like, we don't want that on the show.
Yeah.
We don't want that.
So we do not have Rob Schneider.
No.
With Mancy...
But we are going to get that big, tall girl from Deuce Bigalow, and when she walks in, I'm going to be like, that's a huge bitch.
I don't know who she is, but I'll probably like her. I like tall girls.
It's just funny that they said that. Like, you watch Deuce Bigalow, and it's like, they would not make this movie now. Like, it's just like, he has to date this big, tall girl. Somebody's walking down the street, and you just hear him yell, that's a huge bitch. It's funny. Like, why would you say that to somebody on the street? It's so mean.
What was I saying about...
You were talking about Marilyn Manson, I guess?
Oh, yeah. And they told us we could have got time with him, but it would have been later. We would have had to go upstairs, and we were both just like, fuck that. Let's go home. I like Manson, but it's like, we had to say for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So we kind of declined at the end because it would have just been a long wait and not worth it.
He only wanted to do interviews with the beautiful people.
I think so, too. But he said, look, we are a dope show.
That's right. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. And we were like, well, we're not going to do this interview. And he was like, all right, sweet dreams.
Yeah. I took out my penis and I said, "Are made of this."
He was like, "Get the fuck out of here, dude!
Leave,
go."
Leave. So whatever.
I heard he got in a fight with Rob Zombie once, so I know which side I'm taking.
Sam and I did have our dignity, believe it or not.
Oh, we did.
We said no.
We did. And
we will not be going upstairs.
And then we caressed each other slowly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you guys were crying.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah, so what?
But we like that.
Privately in Troy's studio, rubbing each other's shoulders.
Exactly. We just like doing that.
Kind of like a post-show,
Cry.
Yep, as long as it's not post-op. I have Sam's got tickets going on sale today for his next show, which is when?
October 24th. The Highline Ballroom has graciously invited me back to do another live wrestling podcast. The last one, you can actually watch the video for free of the last full wrestling podcast on YouTube if you look it up and you want to see the type of stuff we do. But
what night are we doing this new one?
I'll be there on Tuesday, October 24th.
Okay, cool.
And it's gonna be, but it'll be a fun show. I always put on fun live shows. It's something that I do.
And I have kneeling room only tickets. The tour is Seattle this Friday, Portland this Saturday.
HighlineBallroom.com. I realized I didn't say that.
And then Dallas and Austin next week. And then I got Dublin and London and Manchester going on sale Friday morning. That's finally happening. It was a whole thing.
It was?
Yeah, but now it's happening.
Oh.
And I think those gigs will do very well.
I think so too.
At least I hope so. Yeah, did they put those links up for those tickets, Troy? Can you check? At the very end in December, 13th, 15th, and 16th. Not yet. Hoping my guy will put them up.
I bet he will.
I hope so.
Did you hear about this mad pooper that's on the loose?
Yeah, absolutely.
The mad pooper. There's a woman who's running around defecating everywhere. A lady jogger who she keeps defecating, and it's really bothering a lot of the town folk. Really, the whole reason this was a great story is because of the news story. Like, just because the news, like the local news, had to cover this woman defecating everywhere.
But it's on the same lawn all the time.
Well, yeah, she's doing it. She's doing it on purpose, I think.
But they've talked to her, and she still does it. Like, what a psychopath!
They're like, "Stop shitting on our lawn," and she's like, "I will not. I will absolutely not." And it's in the morning. It's in broad daylight.
Why don't they set up cameras? Oh, at least they haven't.
They've taken photos
of her.
Yeah, I know, but how do you not just set up a camera? What obviously a mentally ill.
She's the best.
Yeah, you like her?
I love her.
Do you hope she keeps going?
Yes.
Yeah, she's a jogger, and like every morning, or I think the lady said right now it's at once a week,
which is cool,
which is fine. Yeah. It's not that big of a deal, but they said that like once a week, she on her jog, she goes out and she'll pull her jogging pants down. And she'll take a shit right there on the lawn, and then just keep jogging. And they're like,
she brings toilet paper.
Right. She brings like paper towel, right?
Yeah, she knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
Obviously, I thought she might have had some kind of problem, like with her bowel or her colon. But if she's doing it in the same place after being spoken to, there's something else.
Yeah, with paper towel with her, and she's like, they're like, we know because we see it, and we see her shit, and then her dirty paper towels next to it. With the dirty paper towels have doo-doo marks on them.
Yeah,
it's disgusting.
Yeah. You
want to hear the news story?
Yeah.
You do, right?
Fuck yeah, I want to.
What? You don't have to get weird about it.
Nah, I'm just saying play it.
All right.
She duties all over.
This is weird.
Yeah, really weird, right?
I'm just saying that the woman goes and duties everywhere.
No, I know. We were talking about it.
I like that. Go on now. Play the duty story.
Well, this is new tonight. A family
in Colorado Springs, a family says they want a woman
just
defecating in
just one, Troy. You get so excited with yourself.
Was there a problem with the computer?
No, that was more operator error.
It was such a good story. You want them all.
Yeah, he's like, let's play both. I see two stories here, and he goes like this: play.
Troy, is that what happened?
No, for some reason there's stupid pop-ups that just start playing.
Doesn't look like it from this angle.
Okay, here we go.
New tonight, a family has had enough. They say a woman is defecating on their sidewalk near Briargate and Union in Colorado Springs. The family says they've caught her in the act twice now. They've begged her to stop, but now Springs police are getting involved. 11 News reporter Spencer Wilson joins us live in the studio. And Spencer, this is so gross. What is the family saying about how often this is happening?
Elisa, according to the Buddy family, about once a week, they're getting all too familiar with the paper towels she wipes with and the nasty surprises she leaves behind.
It's not a surprise anymore.
We call her the mad paper Pine Creek.
Kathy Buddy and her family have had enough.
And it's not like it's private. People can see you. I mean, we're seeing her. So.
Pants around ankles.
Hey, pause for a second. I can't believe this woman is having a good laugh about it. Like, she's still got a bit of a sense of humor.
Family fed up with park defecation. What a funny chyron.
I really want to write a movie called The Mad Pooper of Pine Creek.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, there's sequel potential in this thing. This is the next big franchise.
Yeah,
like Twin Peaks.
Oh, yeah, except the Mad Pooper.
Twin logs.
Who left this here? And then you're just having shit dreams all the time? Weird, like, David Lynch shit dreams?
Clarice, you will let me know if that lamb stops pooping.
Dr. Lecter.
Yeah.
Dr. Lecter says poop. Yeah. It's just got such a great vocabulary.
Yes.
He's just pooping.
Yes, Senator. He had done things with the feces. All right, let's talk. Epstein.
They came screaming, you're not going to believe this. They're like crying. It's like, what? And they're like, there's a lady taking a poop. And so I come outside. It's like, oh, dear goodness.
Why do they all talk like children?
I don't know. They're all going poopy and doo-doo.
Really taking a poop right here
Oh, my gosh. The lady is making caca on the lawn.
Imagine if this lady couldn't use proper language on the news. And so we're looking out, and they're like, oh, my God, this lady's taking a fucking shit. And I'm like, how do you know? And they're like, look at her asshole. It's gaping. She's taking a fucking shit.
And then the news anchor's like, look, we got to retake that. Please do not use that language. Oh, okay. So I look out, and the woman is taking this massive fucking shit.
I couldn't believe it. I'm like, look at the size of that tapered log easing out of her asshole. I just can't use the story.
She can't do it.
To keep beeping.
But instead she goes, poop.
And the woman said, sorry.
She keeps pooping. Sorry, I poop. Yeah, exactly. Do I have that on here? Maybe not. She keeps...
I don't know. If I saw her doing that, I'd probably go, hey.
You stupid fucking cunt.
And then she was like,
I just couldn't get something to eat. He called the shit poop. He called the shit poop.
What's that from?
Billy Madison.
Oh. Some more on this bitch.
It's that dang poop again. He just looks out at his lawn and he goes, don't tell me my business, devil woman. It's that dang poop again.
I don't think I'd enjoy that film.
It's one of the great comedies of the 90s.
All right.
I would say it's on my top 10 comedies of the 90s.
I would put on my top 10 movies ever.
Wow.
You liked it, Travis?
I love Billy Madison.
So great.
Okay.
It's just hilarious.
Snack packs, you're the coolest.
But I don't think you would like it. I think it's a generational thing.
Maybe. I'm young.
No.
You're not.
Troy even had to stop the tape. He was like, what did
at heart though?
What did you just say?
I'm young at heart.
Oh.
I'm young at heart.
I knew it couldn't be like
yeah, I'm young at heart.
There wouldn't be a problem.
And so I thought for sure she's mortified. It was an accident. She'll go get a dog bag, come back, clean it up, and never run here ever again. Not the case.
Kathy says the runner knows what she's doing and comes with napkins in her pockets.
There's a bathroom across the street right here. Our park has porta potties. There's a gas station right here.
She's even working on an embarrassing smear campaign. Posting this sign to get her to cut the, well,
quick because it's disgusting. The bottom line is it's disgusting.
Officers have asked Kathy to snap some pictures of the runner and get the word out, hoping she will stop before.
You know what these officers are into? Yeah. Did you get any photos?
You get pictures?
You get any pictures?
Hey, can you get a picture of yourself holding the log? What?
We need it to figure out the size.
For the evidence.
Yeah, we just need it for the evidence room. Take the fucking picture.
I wonder why she's doing this. You got to get out there with a video camera and actually
the mad
film
pooper.
Her. Yeah, why is the mad pooper pooping?
I'd like to do what's the haps with the mad pooper. Hey, Sam Roberts here with the mad pooper. Mad pooper, what's the haps?
And she's squatting. She'll grunt out an answer.
I'm just defecating.
Yeah, just out for my morning jog. There's porta potties across the street.
Yeah, just shitting and chilling.
Exposure and public defecation charges.
It's just not a natural thing we would do in our society to drop your trouser and
trouser. How do these people talk?
What a moron!
He's pooping. Drop your trouser.
Who's ever made trousers singular?
Never.
What? There's
two. He thinks it's like per leg or one. He thinks the trouser is the singular for the entire unit.
That's like saying I want to buy one pair of pant.
That's proper. That's how I say it.
Is that right?
Yeah, the pant.
Do you have a new pant for me?
Yeah.
Trouser? I hope somebody shits on his lawn next.
When you know there's people around, especially.
What?
Kathy let me know she's had other people come forward and say that they have the same thing happening to them. They've seen that woman relieve herself outside of a Walgreens and in people's backyards. You know who she is. Police would love to hear from you. Lisa, back to you.
The mad pooper is on the loose, everybody.
I can't wait till she gets arrested.
I bet it's Travis. I bet it's Travis's mom. I bet that's.
Oh my God!
That's what Travis's mom did when she abandoned him.
And they said why, she'd say, "I miss my son. It reminds me of him."
I'm leaving little Travises everywhere I go.
Yeah.
I just left a Travis on your front lawn. I just dropped a Taft.
Yeah. It's the Teftification of the U.S. of A.
Yeah, officer, you don't understand what I'm doing here. Well, what are you doing?
Tefting.
I'm doing. This is actually the Teftification of the U.S. of A. Now, do you know for a fact that this isn't your mom?
No, I mean, no, I don't.
Could you call her up and call her up and ask her?
I can't.
You probably know it's not her because she shows up in the same place twice.
Because she returned.
Yeah,
she's not known for coming back.
Wiped her ass with a yarmulke. What is this woman doing?
Somebody will know who this lady is.
Oh yeah, because they got photos of her profile.
Yeah,
she's the Mad Pooper.
Somebody knows who the Mad Pooper is.
You know, I bet the Mad Pooper is super psyched about the new iPhone.
Oh, yeah.
She'll be sending those animated emojis like, you never know where I'll be next.
She's going to say some bullshit reason like, I have colitis or I have some kind of a irritable bowel syndrome. But she's lying because she could go to that bathroom where the fucking, she just likes doing it.
She's like, oh, I go to Taco Bell, I go on my jog, I don't know what's going on, I don't know what's wrong.
It's got to be a personal thing, right?
Imagine if she said something crazy like, it gets me wet. I do that because it gets me wet to do it outside.
Why masturbate with it? Well, I don't know if it's personal because, let's look at
against that family. I mean,
well, it's not just them though. It's so it's the park.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
it's the Walgreens, and it's somebody's lawn.
Maybe there's a pattern we're not seeing.
Yeah,
I got to get one of those big boards.
Yep.
Travis, can you get one of those for me? A map on one of those pin boards, and I'll get the yarn.
Colorado Springs.
Yeah, so I can go boom, boom, boom.
Yeah,
and
it's a poop,
and I'm going to catch the Mad Pooper of Colorado Springs. Oh
yes.
man!
Look deep inside your toilet, Clarice. Boo. This is a good point.
But I need brown yarn, not red yarn. Of
course,
just because for the crime.
Maybe a little red. Like
probably a little red because
occasionally red.
She strikes me as somebody who has to push every now and then.
Yeah. Hey, we have a theory here. Yes, Bo in Alabama.
Hey, it just occurred to me that it's very, very possible that she is a submissive in a dominant and submissive relationship, and this is a task that her dominant is making her carry out.
Does that happen, Jim?
I don't know. I'm sure it can, but I don't know. Maybe, but why? Oh, maybe the dominant is actually mad at that family and making her go and shit in front of the house.
What about Walgreens?
Or just punishing her.
Maybe I
got to do it.
That would never occur to me. Good thought.
Imagine if you just lived in a town where it's like you knew the Mad Pooper was out there, and like everywhere you go, you just never know. Like every time there's dog shit on the ground, you have to look at it a little more closely because you're like, wait, was this left by a dog or the Mad Pooper?
Thank you, Bo. I don't know. It's a very interesting question.
Yeah.
You know how people get excited about exposing themselves in public?
Sure. Yeah.
Maybe she gets a rush out of...
She might get a rush, dude. Josh in California, I'm curious to why you think this. Hello.
The mad shitter.
I know.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Poopy.
I watched an old Joe Rogan podcast, and he talked about low T. And given your age, Jim, and the fact that you've been sappy for the last year or so, I wonder if you have gotten that checked.
Oh, I have, yes. And I have my testosterone is fine.
Are you
sleep apnea?
Do you got a rod hearing about the Mad Pooper?
I don't know.
Well, then you should check your testosterone.
But I beat up my penis twice yesterday, so my penis is out of commission for a day.
Did you masturbate twice yesterday?
Angrily, and while it was soft.
What are you doing that for?
Yeah, believe me, I got times I yelled at in my room alone. Why am I doing this for?
The mad comer.
All right. Thanks, Josh.
You did it twice yesterday, huh?
I didn't want to either time. I think it's sore today. I was bored.
Why'd you do it then?
I don't know. It's a great question.
You got to find new hobbies.
I know.
Maybe a new program to watch?
Yeah.
You watching this season of American Horror Story? Maybe that.
No, but I'll tell you one thing I did start watching was it's a show called False Confessions on Netflix.
I've heard about that. It's supposed to be great.
It's not great.
Okay. Well, never mind.
It's okay.
Then.
I've
Fuck
started.
Me.
The first 2 episodes were about these 2 teenagers who were convicted of killing one of the teenagers' families. But I am not convinced that they're innocent. I don't give a fuck about these kids.
Yeah, but you also,
guys.
You also watched How to Make a Murderer, and you were like, wow, it's a good thing they found the right guy.
Yeah, and I'm right. They did find the right guy. The second case they're going into is about a guy who's in an alcoholic blackout.
Mm-hmm. Now, regardless of
who confessed, by the way, he confessed without being under duress. So I kind of understand why the police thought he did it. None of these cases so far are making, like, the police might be assholes in these cases, but they're not beating these guys up. It's like, you fucking dope.
Well, yeah, but
you're a dope if you confess to something you didn't do. I'm sorry.
It's not about whether they did it or not. It's about whether the confession is legit, right? So if the police are coercing a confession in any way, or taking the word of a drunk man, for instance, don't you think that is a coerced confession? And if you are found guilty based on the confession, it's not about like, oh, do I think they did it or do I think they didn't do it? It's about, is this a legitimate confession?
No, I understand that. If it's beaten out of you, that's one thing. But these are the ones I've seen so far. One guy thought he was in an alcoholic blackout, and the physical evidence didn't line up. So I understand that one being kind of crooked. But he did confess 3 times. And what the fuck's a jury supposed to think when the police have to use methods to get confessions. So if they lie and say there's physical evidence and you weren't there, like no cop could convince me that my semen was found on a murder-rape victim in Schenectady because I wasn't there and I didn't do it. You're not going to convince me of that. You don't have to be a genius to know you didn't fucking rape and kill somebody.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people who aren't as smart as maybe you or like me, for instance.
You don't have to be a genius. Again, you don't have to be Mensa level to know that you didn't commit a homicide.
All right, but don't you think that there are people who are maybe not the smartest and maybe don't have that much going on in their lives that realize that, like, oh, I know I didn't do this, but the cops are telling me that there's this evidence. So either I confess and I can take a deal, or I'm going to be put in jail regardless.
Or they think you could be set up or fake. I understand all that. I do understand that stuff.
Which is why you can't.
But you have to get lawyers. And the way they got
but if you don't have access to a lawyer, if you're stupid, or if you don't have any cash or whatever, you're not thinking.
You ask for a lawyer. I would like to speak to a lawyer.
Right, but you're in show business. You understand that.
Everyone knows that. You have the right to remain silent when they arrest you. But whatever. Either way, if you're confessing to something you didn't do 3 different times, you're a dope.
Well,
you're a fucking dope.
Well, you can't get put in jail for being a dope, though.
No, but you can't be put in jail.
Is about as dumb as a bag of rocks.
That's true, and I'm still not convinced he's not involved. I'm absolutely not convinced he's not involved.
But are you convinced that his confession was coerced?
No, I'm actually not, because Ken Krantz had said that he had given details. They didn't show you that in the documentary. He had given details that many times before that confession that you see. And there's a lot of other times that he confessed very completely. And he also discounted fact. They would say things that didn't exist, and he goes, no, that wasn't true. Like they would throw in false facts, and he knew they were false facts.
But if he had given details that weren't shown, why would they need to still coerce a confession if they already had the details?
Because that's the one they showed you. I don't even know if that's coercion.
The one
coercion.
I saw a coerced confession in the documentary. I saw a couple of them.
But we didn't see the other things that led up to it. I would like to see all those police tapes. That's all I'm saying.
All of them?
Well, you know what I'm saying? There's no way to see all of them, but that's how you know the complete picture.
You'd love to see a documentary put together with that bias. Like where you actually show the evidence that you need to see.
Exactly, and I didn't get that. And they were fucking sickening the way they painted this fucking scumbag Stephen Avery as a guy who just got railroaded twice. He fucking, I think he raped and killed that girl and fucking burned her body in a pit. And these fucking documentary makers, what was more important was the big picture of getting a great documentary out there instead of just telling the truth. Which this guy was a piece of shit. Let's see, Mike in Westchester has a very interesting story for Sammy Brand Muffins and the kid.
The Bestchester?
Go.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
I hear your story about the mad pooper, and I gotta tell you this story.
Wait, is this Westchester, New York, or Westchester, Pennsylvania?
New York.
There's no way there's a mad pooper in Westchester, Bestchester. Couldn't be.
This one's in the city. It's down by you guys. But,
thank God.
Anyway, we know girl pretty well, and she's got horrible luck with guys. She met a nice guy who works down in the city, had a great job, whatever. They went out to dinner. As she was eating dinner, she felt really sick, really bad stomach ache. Goes to the bathroom, uses the bathroom, shits all over the place, whatever, and comes back to the table, eating dinner, and she felt bad because this guy was really... She kept eating. She got sick again and told the guy, look, I got to get out of here. Like, I really don't feel well. She was honest with him. The guy said, listen, it's crazy. You live up, in Westchester, and I live right here. If you're sick, just come back to my place. Like, you could use my bathroom. I'll wait outside. Like, I don't want to, bother you. Don't, feel uncomfortable. So she was that sick that she went to this guy's house, and as she was using the bathroom, this guy opened the bathroom door.
This isn't a true story.
He was covered in his own shit. And he was saying to her, don't worry, I do this all the time, like, don't freak out.
And
neither of us believes you.
Yeah, did you make the story up as you
Or
went?
did somebody make it up and tell it to you?
Yeah.
I'm being totally honest.
We're not convinced that somebody was shitting and sick and went back to the house. What?
You're talking to the skeptics here, sir.
It was the meandering of the story.
And then he said...
And then he's covered in shit. I do this all the time. I don't buy that. That didn't happen.
I'm telling you the honest to God truth, man. I don't know why she would lie about it. It was pretty... She called the cops. The cops picked her up. The cops said,
Sure.
Before.
They picked her up because the guy was shitting.
Well, two of the guys into it.
All right, Mike.
If he was a poop monster and he had poop all over himself
Thank you.
and he was chasing her and stuff,
I don't buy it.
I would hope that the cops would save me from the Westchester poop monster.
Yes. Some things are just too good to be true.
Yeah, right?
The fucking I hope they get the mad pooper. Because, I can't wait to see what her job says.
Oh, yeah. Do you think they'll fire her for being the mad pooper?
I hope so.
Technically, she's like, well, I was pooping on my own time. I was going to the bathroom on Walgreens, at the front of Walgreens on my own time, not on company time.
Maybe she's her own boss.
She could. Maybe she works from home.
Matt has a fucking theory.
Maybe she's the mad pooper for a living.
No, this might be a real thing.
Okay.
Go on now, Matt. Talk at us.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
So what I think is that the husband of the woman who was interviewed on TV
Okay.
and the mad pooper
Right.
were having an affair. And then the husband broke it off because he wouldn't leave his wife for her. So the mad pooper said, oh, yeah, well, watch what I do now. And every single week, she shits on the guy's lawn.
And, and then the husband then goes and shits in the park and shits at Walgreens to create this thing like, oh, my God, there's some kind of crazy pooping person.
No, I know what it is.
Not a woman I'm sleeping with.
No. They're spies, and that's the signal that there's new information to be gotten.
That's where the drop is?
That's where the drop is.
Literally.
No, it's not there, but that's the signal that there's new information, and wherever they hide it, like go to the park, under the bench, she'll drop a log whenever there's new information. The Russians are doing it.
I bet that's true. Oh, there is...
a little paranoid. Sounds a little paranoid to me, but
There's
but
more than
I
meets
really
the eye here.
I think
Brown
that the
eye, that
husband-
is.
Exactly. I really think the husband is in a panic mode here because his wife has now gone to the news saying, "Oh my God, there's this random woman shitting on the lawn," and he's like, "That's no random woman."
Right. He's like, "Don't even worry about it.
Yeah,
We're
I
gonna
don't
start.
know. Yeah,
we're gonna start to investigate this now."
It's fine. Let it happen.
Just a crazy story.
Exactly.
Hey, you might be right.
That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it.
I don't mind the theory. Thank you, buddy.
It's actually not crazy.
And the husband is then pooping in other places in order to create a red herring.
A brown herring.
That would be a brown herring in this case, yeah.
Yes, it would be.
Yes, it would. It would
Let's
be
see.
A matted brown herring.
People like, hopefully not a liquid brown herring.
It could be, depending on what the diet is.
Dan in Ohio. People have a lot of shit stories.
Morning.
Hey.
Hey, I actually had two shit stories. The first one, it was the summer I was going to my freshman year of high school. My sister took me to Old Navy to get some clothes.
Nice. Performance, motherfucking fleece.
I was in the changing room changing, and I thought I had to fart, and I shit myself while I was changing, and I was so embarrassed, so I didn't know what to do. So my sister comes over, she's like, she sees the shit on the floor. She's like, what happened? What happened? I'm like, so my sister, as nice as she is, goes and gets a worker. They give me a fucking roll of paper towels, make me clean my own shit up.
Good.
Well, who else is going to clean up your shit?
Who do you want to clean up your shit? You're an adult who made
me.
Yeah, these guys are stuck working at Old Navy.
Yeah, what else did you smell pudding on the walls when you were fucking...
They're not the actual Navy. They're
yeah. They made them swab the poop deck. Get it?
I like that.
Navy joke.
I liked it.
So I get done, and they give me clothes to put on, and we walk out. I walk out of the room, and like all the employees are standing there with their arms folded, just staring at me out of disgust. And some old woman asked my sister, "Is your brother retarded?" And my sister goes, "Oh no, he just shit himself." Yeah.
Delightful family. Thank you, sir.
And then,
Man, that
she
is
should have
so-
just got quiet paper towels from the bathroom and brought. Oh, you should have just left it there.
It's one thing when it's in your pants, but it is so humiliating, the idea of a log coming out and then just hitting the floor.
Humiliating.
Like,
You said fantastic wrong.
That's not.
You guys weren't fascinated with shitting in weird places when you were growing up?
No.
No, I really didn't, man. Honestly, I like this shit at home.
But that's probably why I'm not emotionally broken today.
Well, I was in a touring band, so we would always try to find funny places to shit.
Oh, well, yeah, you got to pass the time, right?
One of my friends shit in, those jerk off booths. They have it like adult bookstores. He shit in one there. I mean, we've shit we would shit in McDonald's bags when we were on the road and throw them at cars.
That's terrible.
But the one time we were in a dressing room that was about, I don't know, maybe.
So somebody goes into jerk off. Somebody's job is to clean up jizz from the jizz booths, and they're thinking to themselves, my life is never going to get worse than this. And then they open the door and there's just cum and then also some shit.
A dump.
Oh, that's gross.
They get the job and they're like, well, at least it's not shit.
And then they, what's that smell?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
It is.
Can I have some gloves? Nope, gloves cost extra.
Me that the guy thinks, it must be Christmas.
What?
Because he got a gift.
I know why you would think that.
One of my favorite places I pooped, though, is there was like a fourth floor dressing room to a venue we were playing. And my friends held my arms, and I stuck my ass out the window.
Oh.
And it was like there was a sidewalk underneath, and they held me like this, and I shit down 4 floors onto the sidewalk.
That's awesome.
You may very well be the mad pooper.
Very well.
I also think when those...
She looks like Troy from the side.
She does. I think when those CKY tapes came out, people started getting, like, right before Jackass, people started getting obsessed with poop being funny. Because the CKY tapes were like, they would take laxatives.
I was just looking up right now.
And they would shit while jogging. Like, they'd go jogging in a jock strap, but take a ton of laxatives and then run as fast as they could.
Oh, yes.
And just shit as they go. Or they'd, like, stick their ass out the window of a moving car. And shit out the window. It was really disgusting to watch. I have to be honest, I did not enjoy that part of the tape.
I thought it was hilarious because they preface it by saying you never shit while you run or something. And it's like, well, here we go.
What a crazy thing to do.
I don't like doo-doo play. I don't like doo-doo pranks. I don't like doo-doo play.
That wasn't play though. That was just like, hey.
I don't like doo-doo pranks. I don't
Didn't they also do a prank where they put a shit covered $20 bill next to an ATM with like a string on it? And then they just watched people grab the 20 and then smell their fingers and get all pissed off.
I mean, because it's like it's
so
like
funny.
a classic joke, but then there's shit on it, so it's
Because
like
you
original.
see the guy like pick it up and then like smells.
Oh, these guys are all shitting their pants.
They're doing okay. So there's a Jackass bit where they're doing long jumps, but did a ton of laxatives before.
And they did an enema, and they have on white boxers, and they're seeing how long they could jump with their white boxers.
And then but of course they end up shitting themselves when they land. Oh, I don't like shit.
That's
pranks.
very funny.
I think caca belongs in the toilet.
No, pranks are funny. Play is not cool, but
the only problem is
that's gross.
The guys after are jumping into people's shit.
Yeah,
funny.
No, I mean, there's a lot wrong with
this. Will make me laugh every time. You know what? The water started coming out as he was jumping.
No wonder Steve-O volunteered to go first. He wanted to do that long jump before all that caca doo-doo ended up in there.
I'd say we're all winners here.
They're just throwing up. That's not funny.
That's hilarious.
It was quite a battle, but we have a winner. Jump of 12 foot 4 inches, Dave England. Boo. Yay!
What did he win? Was an enema?
A golden enema.
If you Google
I decided to really
$shit CKY.
That is really funny. They smeared it with shit.
So much worse than the mad poop. See, this is like, that's why CKY was
shit dollar.
Like, they would do all the stuff that like awful Jim would do when he was a kid, but
that's exactly a Jimmy Norton prank.
They were like 18 years old.
They smeared it with shit and they put it on a string. Did they put it on a string?
You know what? I think I'm thinking of something else.
You don't even need to put it on a string because it's like
no, yeah. Because now he picks it up, puts it in his pocket.
So the guy picks up the $20 and he puts it in his pocket. Like he just shoves it in, and then he realizes there's something on his hand, and it's caca.
That it could be the greatest thing, but they have to set up behind with cameras.
Do you think that you?
And then you hear him say, "Go get a release form."
If you saw that prank happening today, would you laugh at it?
Oh my God! These guys would actually go get a release form.
Yeah.
He said no. He said, "Fuck you." We'll give you the $20.
Yeah, I'd be pissed.
Would you think this was a funny prank if you saw it happening in person?
I would be screaming.
What if?
But I wonder if this is real, or if they hold on. Is this the guy signing the release? They're either paying him to sign the release.
Yeah, I'm sure they paid.
Or it's fake and it's not really shit.
I think they paid him.
Or it's
No,
fake.
this was before. This was before fake videos, and I believe everything from CKY.
The CKY stuff, yeah.
You got a guy to sign a release after picking up dog shit. I don't know about that. I'm a little doubting.
I mean,
they told me I was a doubting Thomas when I was younger.
It was before the internet. It was before any of that stuff. It wasn't like people weren't really.
It's not before lying, though.
Yeah, but they did so much stuff. They don't need to fake that.
Oh no, this is humiliating.
Like they would slapping each other in the face with caca. Like they don't need. to, They don't need to make up like some guy picking up $20.
But they were responsible enough to get a release. Come on.
Yeah, they want to sell the tape. They made skateboard videos.
They made a shitload of money on those videos.
Yeah,
eventually.
G-Man in North Carolina.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey,
G-Man.
So, about 10 years ago, I was in Parris Island, South Carolina, going through Marine Corps boot camp.
Fuck, I remember those days.
Yeah, there you go. Semper Fi, Jimmy.
What's that?
Kind of a fucking dead giveaway there, Jimmy. So I'm standing in line to run through the obstacle course, right? And there's a bunch of fucking recruits. We're all standing there. It's July in South Carolina. All right, it's hot as balls. I'm already sweating my ass off.
Right.
I got a shit. Just fucking one of those just comes out of nowhere.
I got a shit like the mad pooper.
It needs to come out now.
Right.
So I go through the protocol, ask my drill instructor, this recruit needs to take a shit. He denies it. I wait another 30 seconds. I ask him again. He denies it. I said, all right, Roger. I let it fire out. And it was one of those fucking just explosion, wet fart type of dump. It wasn't like a log. So there I am standing in line at the obstacle course, and my entire fucking lower half is covered in shit.
What do you do?
Gotta go. Once he came over and realized how terrible the smell was, realized that I wasn't fucking bullshit, and I had to take a dump now. He sends me to the head. I clean up the best I can with dry paper towels in a sink. I'm like cupping my hand under the water and trying to splash it on the back of my legs and wipe it off with a dry paper towel. Got it the best I could, put everything back up, ran the obstacle course. When I had the next opportunity that night, I took care of it properly.
He should have had you go back and get some rest.
Hey, you got to stay in the fight, Jimmy.
All right.
Shit or not.
All right, thanks for the call, man. Well, that's the difference. That's one of many differences between me and a Marine. I would not be able to handle that. Marine just shits and finishes the obstacle course.
Yeah, I'm so glad we built a bathroom in the basement downstairs because that's my private domain. What are you laughing at?
The wording of something.
What's the wording?
I kind of want Cliff to say it, so I'll let you finish it. I'm like, Cliff in West Virginia has a very funny wording to his story.
All right, well, tell Cliff to say it exactly how it's written. If he knows, I mean.
He had a good reason.
Cliff, can you say what exactly what's written?
Yeah, so we used to have parties in high school when they were outdoors here in West Virginia, and we invited girls over from another high school, and we thought we were going to get hooked up with them, and they started acting like cunts. So we shit in the bag and put it in the back seat of the car.
This says shit in a bag and put it in a girl's car who is being a cunt.
So it's got a funny finish to it. So afterwards, we walked back inside. The girls were still there. And suddenly, they started loosening up and acting kind of cool. And I started kind of hooking up with one of them throughout the night. That girl ended up getting too drunk and passing out, so we didn't do anything further. And her friend had a couple of guys carry her to a car. And as we carried her to the car, we finally realized, oh shit, we put a bag of shit in her car 3 hours ago. And one of my friends tried to go out there first and get it out of the back seat. And by the time we got out there, he hadn't got out of the car yet, and they started to drive away while he was still sitting in the back seat holding the bag of shit.
Oh, that worked out.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, it was just very odd to see the guy just sitting there in the back staring off, and the girl didn't even realize that she could have drove away with a weird creep in the back seat holding a bag of shit.
He should have thrown it out.
Yeah, well, we got him out. We got him to stop the car, and he got out at that time. But it was just kind of funny, looking back on it. We were so mad they're being rude, and in the long run, we tried to do the right thing by removing the bag.
Oh, you're a good guy. Thanks, Cliffy.
The RA.
So you built a bathroom downstairs?
Yeah, we have a bathroom downstairs, so I have my own private area because nobody else goes down there. Nobody else goes down in the basement.
Sure.
So it's my own private area. But I was just thinking, like, when I was in Syracuse, when I was a freshman, the RAs got so upset, couldn't understand what was going on with our floors because in the dorm they divided it by men and women on separate floors, every other floor. So like we were on the 3rd floor, men, 4th floor was women, 5th floor was men.
Oh God, how annoying!
So we had a rivalry with the 5th. I wasn't, but whatever. There was a rivalry with the 5th floor. I thought the whole thing was kind of stupid, but
that sounds cool.
Yeah, exactly. Like, hey, what are you doing up there, floor 5? Just shut up. I'm going to my room. Watch wrestling DVDs. You guys are stupid. But so
going to masturbate. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna go jerk off for a while. I'm in college. There's internet porn. We don't have high-speed internet at home yet. It's 2003.
It's Kazaa.
Yeah, exactly. No, but you guys go have your rivalry. So whatever. I can't remember what started it, but I remember my buddy retaliated late at night by taking a shit in a plastic bag and then running up to the common area of the 5th floor and then putting it in the microwave and turning it on. And it was like one of my good friends. And I was like, you didn't really do that. And he goes, oh, no, yeah, we did. They are apparently pissed. Like, one night later, the guys from floor 5 came down and completely trashed our bathroom and just started smearing shit on the walls like animals. And like it got like the RAs had to come in and be like, what are you guys doing? There's shit everywhere now.
See, that's not funny. That's just mean.
You're shitting in the microwave. Now the bathroom's destroyed and there's shit on the walls. Like, people need to clean this stuff. What are you doing?
If you knew you were getting fired from here or you were never coming back, would you do that?
I always thought, like, this trashing the bathroom and rubbing shit on the walls was like a kind of a jock, like, subhuman move to do. Like, that's not funny. That's just like destructive. But I always did think that taking a shit in a plastic bag and putting it in the microwave and then turning the microwave on and running away. I always had such great respect for that prank.
I had a good duty prank when I was younger.
What was it?
I bought a plastic one from Spencer's and I put it in the yard and I said, "Be careful, there's a poop."
He caught the shit poop.
So
you warned them though.
Your prank was to warn people?
Yes, but it wasn't real. And I'd put it in weird places on the coffee table.
And when people just walk in, you'd be like, "Oh,
careful, there's a poop."
And they would go, what would they go? That's not real.
Yeah.
Did anybody actually come over?
Fuck no. What's this drive-by?
They took. I guess they stole CKY's prank.
Oh.
And they're shitting.
My stomach's fucked, dude. I gotta.
I automatically don't believe this.
Yeah, no.
It's bullshit.
They completely stole it.
Well, the guy is shitting in a bus stop.
He just pulled his car over and shat in front of a bus stop. Like, that's just antisocial.
That's pretty funny. But
You think that's
people
funny?
sitting outside. Well, yeah.
It's really very, very.
These two guys sitting at a bus stop. The guy just jumped out and shat.
I mean, it's alarming, to say the least. It's not.
These guys are such dicks.
Yeah, this would be good for our YouTube prank show.
There's two black dudes sitting on a bus stop. They
ran away like it was a fucking David Blaine magic trick. And now I will make the doo-doo appear.
I think this guy does an enema and then just jumps out and fires some out.
Unless it's phony baloney.
I don't know. Maybe.
Or they might just be using fake shit.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe they stole Craig's bit.
What was Craig's bit?
Or,
no.
I get your characters confused. That was Kirk.
Kirk Cinnamon.
Oh.
So
Yes,
Kirk would just jump out of the car and go like, and he'd put down the fake doo-doo and he'd go, "Be careful, guys, there's a poop."
Yeah, this kind of, careful, everyone, there's a poop. You think that's a good prank?
It's so bad, it's annoying. You'd say it like that.
I put one in the fridge. It was a plastic one.
And I go like, "Oh, Craig, I'm gonna go grab a drink."
Just be careful when you're in there. There might be a poop.
Why would there be a poop in the fridge?
We have to break.
You give me an advanced warning?
Yeah, not a good pranker.
No.
We'll take a quick break. I got tickets on sale. Sam's got tickets going on sale.
Yes, at noon at highlineballroom.com. You get tickets to Sam Roberts Wrestling Podcast live October 24th here in New York City.
And we'll come right back and we'll have Pam Adlon and we'll wrap up the show and be back. Back on the radio. Do you like when I sing us back?
No.
People like that. They like when I'm upbeat and peppy.
Where are you getting this information from? Like, what are you focus
The
group?
fans approached me.
Where?
They said I'm happy and peppy and bursting with love.
Where do
I'm
they?
happy and peppy and bursting with love.
What's he doing?
I don't know, but like it never is in tune with the music. It's,
You don't like my song?
No,
Well, it's like
I
you're
mean,
not
I wouldn't
even-
consider it a song.
I'm happy and peppy and bursting with love.
There's music playing. It's a different melody all together.
Mine's better.
I mean, I don't.
Yeah, I like it upbeat and quick, not happy and peppy and bursting with love.
That's still not this song.
Yeah, it's still terrible either way.
Yeah? Well, you think so.
No.
He does. I do too. We have Pam Adlon coming in today.
Allegedly. Maybe
That is-
unless she's from the Rob Schneider school.
Whoa, throwing massive heat there.
Shade, you mean?
Yeah. I didn't mean shade, I meant heat, but shade works too.
I like saying throwing shade.
You do?
Yeah.
Just being like, oh, is he throwing shade right now?
I had to take a picture with somebody outside. A lot of Power fans.
Oh, somebody asked you to take a photo.
So funny. People would never notice me from my act.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's a huge urban audience.
Yeah.
Were you bummed to be killed off that show?
No.
No?
No.
Spoiler, dude.
I was okay.
He gets killed off. His character does. He's not dead.
Yeah.
Jim's not dead. His character just gets killed.
No, I was okay with it. I had 2 seasons on it. I mean, I bummed a little bit because I enjoyed it, but it didn't drive me crazy because they kill off much more important characters than me. Like this guys that like were really big parts of the storyline that get killed off. So it happens.
You a drug dealer?
Yeah, as a priest and.
Did you have to go back to your like street experience to?
No, my priest experience.
Oh.
Yeah, did you take anything from like your New Brunswick days?
Yeah.
I did. I did. But I was following the guys and they're like, no, you just stay back there. I was trying to walk with them, look tough.
Right.
No.
Take anything from your days as whoever you were, Gay Master Jimmy or whatever your rap name was?
No, Big Daddy James.
That's right.
Game Master Jimmy's what we call him now.
That's right.
I don't like that.
You take anything from your Big Daddy James days?
No, because I was just me as a priest.
Oh.
I didn't have to talk hip hop or urban.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
You got to be who you are.
Good lesson, man.
Yeah.
When you're acting, you got to be who you are.
But in something like that, you don't talk like urban.
Oh, I see.
It's rule 1, right?
Rule 1. When you're acting, never forget yourself. Always be yourself.
Saith.
You said saith?
Yeah.
Did it feel natural?
No.
It didn't, right?
How were you killed?
You guys have to watch for that.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
You can watch it.
How dare you? That's really, really rude.
I got other things to watch.
No, honestly, I'll tell you what it was. I got held down and 3 guys fucked me to death.
So you were involved in the creative process.
Yeah. 50 Cent was like, what the hell is this? And they were like, I don't know. Mr.
He's
Norton
insisting on it. He said he won't let us kill him unless we fuck him to death.
It's weird. It's in his contract.
We kept trying to shoot him and he popped up and went, bullet bounced off me. Thank the Lord.
He pulled a Colin Quinn doing Crocodile Dundee 2.
Yeah, I just kept refusing to die.
Right, rewrite. No, guys, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. Oh, my God.
Yeah, it was a fun experience. They were really nice people. And
speaking of characters dying off, Mike Francesa is officially leaving the fan. He was flirting with the idea of staying on board to save them from losing Craig Carton.
Yeah, they didn't realize it's fine.
But then WFAN was like, we don't need you. Yeah.
By the way, Francesa blasted Penn State for here comes Pamela for icing the kicker.
I was listening to it.
And he was right. I totally agree with Francesa.
That's why I didn't want to air it on the show, because he didn't sound stupid.
No, he sounded absolutely right. Your examples are terrible. But he was 100% right. It was a douchebag thing for Penn State to do, and their fans are all douchebags.
Did you watch? Did you watch it? Did you watch the game? Just tell me, did you watch the game?
How are you?
Should I spray the mic? Did the last person have a disease? My mouth.
No, but the guy you're talking to now does.
Just don't use
my
that
mouth
mic.
keeps touching the.
Oh no! Are you now? Did the mic smell or?
It's fine. Yes, it smelled like spit and feet.
Oh no! Where were you? What do you spray, Pam?
It was like lavender EO. It's
What a
it's
smart
natural.
thing to do.
Right?
So it smells better.
Yeah.
Do you
it
ever
doesn't
do that?
smell like somebody's mouth or asshole.
My mic, I only use my own mic thing. It's because it's disgusting to
what
talk
are
on
you
mics.
gonna-
It stinks.
Because sometimes your mouth touches it.
Right. Have you done that before when you're doing like another radio station and like you lean in to do something or something and all of a sudden your lips make contact and you're like, oh.
Dude, you try not to do it on a microphone in a comedy club.
Right. Oh, yeah, in a comedy club. So you see all like the little like bits of food
Terrible.
and stuff.
It's terrible. The microphones are gross. Guys who travel with their own mics, I get.
Yeah.
Yes.
You should do that. You should start doing it though, like a pop star, like a diamond encrusted like pink microphone. Like everybody knows Jim's here.
Yeah, they should. They see that magical mic up there. That's like my thing.
Yeah.
Pink is good for him.
It is, right?
I
It
would
is.
like that.
Yeah, can I masculine
shiny.
enough to pull it off?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
How are you, Pam? It's very good to see you.
I'm really good. Thank you. I can't believe it's been a year since
Yeah.
I sat in this room. This is crazy.
It's close to it. Yeah. Oh no, we were doing test shows last summer.
Yeah, it was August.
That's right.
Yep.
It has been a year. So you've been going to like you were at the Emmys with Louis.
Yep.
Are you guys getting married?
We're never gonna get married again.
No. Are you happy to not be married? You guys are both like divorced, so you like have freedom and you're happy.
I pinching myself. I'm so happy in my life right now. Pui, pui, pui. My kids are all okay. They're all older. You know, my two youngest are in high school. The baby's in high school now.
Right.
Remember her?
Jesus.
She wasn't even 2 when we did Lucky Louie.
Wow.
And it's unbelievable. Like I have 5 jobs, and to look at my life, like the past decade to now, I can't even believe it. I can't. I mean, it's hard work. It's hard work.
But it's good though.
Really
It's
hard.
nice to work. It sucks not doing anything.
I couldn't do it.
Have you seen Mike Haggerty?
I haven't.
Like the guy we were talking about before.
Right,
from
right,
Lucky,
from Lucky Louie.
I haven't seen him, or I haven't seen the woman who played Kim. I don't remember her name.
Kim Hawthorne.
Oh, is that? Oh, right. I haven't seen her.
I played Kim. You mean Jerry Miner's wife?
Jerry Miner's wife. Yeah.
Yeah, Kim Hawthorne, Laura Keitlinger.
Oh, her real name was Kim, so I remembered her real name.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
So when you have when you're at this place where you love your life and you've worked hard, and now it's finally like, yes, I love my life right now. Do you?
Toy.
Right. Are you constantly afraid of it? Like,
listen,
what do I do to
when
maintain
I was
this?
shooting this season, which was a 40-day shoot, 10 episodes, all on location, cross-boarded, 2 countries, 2 crews, I was keeping my head low. I was like, okay, I'm short timing. Like, something's good. You know what I mean? Life is like that. You know, it's like, when things are bad, you expect things to explode because you're going down this bad hole. And then when things are good, you're like, when's the shoe going to drop or something like that. So you can't think that way. You just need to make the most of the time that you're living in. And
just kind of be in the moment and enjoy, like, this is great right now.
Yeah, and you have to keep the momentum going because, my dad always said irons in the fire.
What did your dad do? I know he was in Hollywood.
He was a writer and producer. And so he would just constantly have, this is what the walls of his office would look like. They were peppered with, Post-it notes and, ideas and brain bits, he would call them. So it's so now I have 2 seasons of my show under my belt. The second season just started airing. But I'm thinking about other things because I have the ability to make work for myself and other people now. I don't want to lose this opportunity. I was able to do my show because I had this window of opportunity and it was getting smaller and smaller and I jumped through at probably the only moment I could have done it.
See, what I like to do is let a window of opportunity completely shut and then get cemented over. And then my manager goes, Jim, they're fans. Shut up.
Is that awful? Is that a lot of pressure for you now? Especially now that like it worked, you realize that the window of opportunity thing is a real thing. So now it's like you have to be constantly aware of where these windows of opportunities are so you don't miss them. Is that something that you're like,
Well, it's just I would imagine people who have their own office, one day when I was younger. And now, I have an office. And so I can generate material and things like that. And it's like, it just feels good to be a boss. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And to not have to just sit there and go, well, I got to wait for pilot season. Maybe I'll get an episode of Jake and the Fat Man, or maybe even a 2-episode arc or something, you know? Is that still on?
I don't know, but it's a great reference. I haven't heard of it. You probably wouldn't be able to do that show today. They probably have to change it to something else. Be body shaming.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Jake and the Beautiful Man.
Yeah.
He's beautiful too.
Jake and the BBW.
This is so cool to see your names on here, and it's all like a new thing. I love it.
That's true, but it's only on screens where they can immediately put the next show up. There's nothing permanent.
Yeah.
These things are plastic. It's on plastic.
So we can still bring the plastic things home if we want them. But they did too. They were like, oh, this is going to be great, because it used to be they would make walls and your names would be printed on the walls. And then they go,
and you'd be like, this is great forever.
It's permanent. And then they go, oh, we got something even better. We're going to get screens in here and put your names on the screens. And you're like, yeah, it's digital. And then you're like, wait a minute, you could just...
It's like a parking space.
Right, you just change it. Exactly, yeah, you just remove the sign.
How did I never know? Because I've known you for so long. Maybe I knew this and forgot. 2 projects you were in that I didn't realize. I didn't realize you were in Little Darlings, the film with Armand Asante, right?
I wasn't in the movie. I did the pilot of the movie. I was the Christy McNichol part.
Wow. What do you mean the pilot of the movie?
We did a pilot of Little Darlings, and I was there was Ferris, and what was my name? I was the Christy McNichol character, but it never got picked up. Yeah.
Oh, there was a pilot after the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we shot it on the Laverne and Shirley stage.
Oh, did you get to meet them?
I didn't, but I met Penny Marshall years later, like doing a voiceover thing with her. But Gary Marshall came over when we were on the set. We were having a food fight, and he said, "This is a great place. Take care of it. Have fun, kids." And they didn't pick us up.
Oh, okay. So that's and also I didn't realize you had a 12-episode thing in the Facts of Life.
Yes. Oh, I didn't know that either.
Who did you play?
I played Kelly Affonato. I robbed Edna's edibles. I held up Mrs. Garrett.
Oh, that's great.
Whoa.
I dropped a jar of pickles, and they caught me red-handed. Yeah.
So how did they get 12 episodes out of that?
Well, they hired me. I know.
Seems like you cleared that up in one very special episode.
If you want to know, here's the real story. They hired me to be a new kid. They wanted me to be like the tomboy,
like Joe.
They wanted me to be Joe,
like Nancy McKeon.
Originally, it was going to be like Joe's cousin, and so then they hired me to do for one season, and basically, I was told that she did not want this new character or her people or
Joe?
Something. Yeah. So then basically I was told they went to the network with a red pen every week. And so basically, instead of being this like, homeless kid or whatever, they turned me into a rich kid liar.
Okay. But you still got on the show.
Yes. I was very, it was like my dream come true. And then like my hopes were dashed. I only ended up doing 7 out of like 22 episodes.
How were they? Oh, sorry. How were they to you? Would they treat you well or no?
Kim Fields was amazing. She was very sweet, and Mindy Cohn, still friends with her.
Oh, you like her? She was nice.
Yeah.
How was Lisa Welcher?
She was a fan of reading Christian fiction.
Really? Was she really?
Yeah. I don't.
Oh my God! Hey, is that your copy of Christ Scores a Touchdown? Oh, boo!
So when you're
fucking yuck.
I don't think she was into my thing.
Christ Scores a Touchdown.
This is my first tell-all.
Do you?
Well, I don't know what Christian fiction is.
No, Christ Scores a Touchdown.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Jesus plays football. Next season, Jesus is going to play baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's the rebuttal. Yes, Margaret, I'm here. Boo.
Oh my God.
Do you know that Joe doesn't want you on the show? Like when you get there, do you find that out later?
I got wind of it. It was kind of a bummer.
Was she not nice to you?
She was nice. She was cordial.
Cordial, but
didn't
you could
want
tell.
me there. Yeah.
Wow, and it's funny. You're much bigger than she is now. Like it's odd how those things happen. Like you're on top of the world, and then you don't treat somebody well, or you work against somebody, and it's like. And now look at how things are different.
Yeah, I've never actually told the real story. So
yeah,
that this has all been
repercussions are coming my way.
Your entire career has been a revenge plot against Joe from The Facts of Life. This is what it's all for.
That's all I would talk about. You're much nicer than me. I'm very vindictive. As soon as I won that Emmy in 2002, and I'd be like, "Where are you now, shithead?" And I would have walked off.
Did I win an Emmy in 2002?
You do.
Wow.
Well, you did. You won for. Hold on a second.
King of the Hill.
King of the Hill voiceover. Yeah.
You could do it in the Bobby Hill voice.
Oh, that's
Fuck
right. Because
you, Joe.
I was pregnant with my youngest at that point. She was born in 2003.
Did you go up and accept, or do they not always? Oh, wow.
I did. That was at the Schmemmies. You know, what we call the Schmemmies, the Creative Arts Awards. So they hold those the week before the Emmys.
Still amazing.
It was incredible. What it was is it's a juried award. So a jury of my peers voted to give me the Emmy. So I was told beforehand.
Oh, you were?
And which I still couldn't believe it when they told me, and I was very pregnant when I went to the Emmys. And the story about that is I went with my mom and Stephen Root and his wife, who played Bill on King of the Hill. And so we were on the red carpet, and the woman who made my outfit, I was super pregnant, and the only accessory I wore was my giant tits. And I was on the red carpet, and I said, I gave my camera to Stephen Root, and I said, take a picture of me for Rachel, who had made the outfit for me. And he was taking a picture of me, and somebody said, can you move along? Paula Abdul is coming. And I was like, fuck her. I want an Emmy. I'm not moving along. But it was an amazing experience to be able to get honored in that way.
Yeah, it is. It's got to feel good. People say, it doesn't matter, but it's still nice to win
definitely
something.
matters. Is that show coming? Are they talking about reviving that show?
I have I mean, you know what I mean? It's like they ask you questions like that at the TCAs, and I think that probably Mike and Greg were in a conversation, but I've not a clue. I don't know.
You would do it though.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, you would go back to doing it.
Of course. Of course.
Voiceover stuff is hard to get. I get auditions for it sometimes, but I don't.
Did you do any fun voices?
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
Yeah, tastes like popcorn.
Yeah, no, they're difficult to do because you don't know
what they're looking for.
Yeah, but you should do something animated with your voice.
I do a podcast that people are now animating, and people are actually enjoying this version of the animation. But I had this one I forgot to do yesterday for DreamWorks.
You forgot to do.
I do them at home in my closet, which you know how comfortable I am in there.
Yeah, exactly. That's your home.
But no, it's very soundproof. It's really good.
I thought it was under the porch.
Oh yeah, start under the porch and morph into the old.
It goes right into the closet.
Nice. I have a nice built-in. Nice walk-in closet, but it's good for voiceover auditions.
Purple velvet.
You forgot to do it?
I did. Yeah, but I get them all the time. They email them to you, and you do it to your iPhone.
Do you have a voiceover agent?
I do. Yes.
Okay. Well,
good luck. Apparently, she's certainly not eating. She's not eating well if she's relying on my fucking checks. Hopefully, she has other clients. Hopefully, she doesn't have all her hopes on me.
So far, no dice.
Hey, how about Grease 2?
My first movie.
Your first movie?
Yeah, my first movie. And I was like, oh my God. I couldn't believe that I was playing Lorna Luft's little sister because she was Judy Garland's daughter and freaked me out. I had the best time.
Wait, she's Liza's sister?
She is. Well, her father was Sid Luft, and Liza's father was Vicente Minnelli.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, my first movie, I loved it. It was amazing. I was like 14 years old, and everybody else was like 40.
So you were the kid on the set.
Yeah. It was fun. I saw that Michelle Pfeiffer was at the Emmys the other night, and I never got to say hi to her, and she was my buddy when we shot that.
Have you seen her since then?
I saw her a few years after, but it's been years and
25 years since you've talked to her.
There's a Michelle Pfeiffer renaissance happening.
Is
She's
there?
in that movie Mother. She's in the Bernie Madoff HBO movie.
She was the best.
Yeah, she's doing a bunch of stuff.
Her dancing in Scarface should have won her an Oscar. That was the best.
So?
Yeah, that little.
I know. Iconic.
She was so good in that.
Too good.
I don't fuck the help, Tony.
Yeah, exactly.
Really good film. So you audition for this. You get this your first film. Is there like a lull after that, or do you go right into something else?
After Grease 2, I did the Little Darlings pilot.
Oh, was that the first thing you did that didn't get picked up? Like that was your first like reality check? Like, wow, you could shoot something and have it not?
Yeah, it was. That's when. But Grease 2, the auditioning for Grease 2, I sang "You Can't Get a Man with a Gun" was my audition song, and "Look at Me, I'm Sandra D," and then or Sandra D, however you say it. Sandra. And then the last audition was the table read for the movie, so the entire cast was sitting around the table, and they had this. Oh, you know what? I did the pilot before because it was the girl who played Ferris in the Little Darlings pilot and me. And we literally sat next to each other, and she would read one line as Dolores and I would read the other, which is so fucking mean.
That's crazy pressure.
So that's how we did it. And then at the end, they took us in the back to meet Maxwell Caulfield. So she went and then I went and we did this audition scene, and he said, "Why don't you let me walk you home?" And I said, and I said, I don't need you to walk me home. And he goes, "Well, why don't you think of it as a date, okay?" And I look him up and down and I stared at his balls, and then I looked at his face and I said, "Why didn't you say so in the first place?" And he was so handsome. He was like the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. And I got the part, I think, because I stared at his D.
Smart.
We have to wrap up in 30 seconds. That's the greatest story I've ever heard. That's exactly how I got hired here.
Jim just wrapped up sitting there.
That's phenomenal. Stared at his balls. Pam Adlon, one of my favorite people. Promoting better things. Obviously, Thursdays, 10 o'clock on FX. It's at Pamela Adlon on Twitter. And has the season started yet, 10 o'clock?
Yes, last Thursday was the premiere, and it's on again. Tomorrow's the second episode. Please watch; it's really worth it.
Get on that FX app and catch up.
All right,
you
guys.
Watch the first one.
Sam's tickets go on sale today for the Highland Ballroom.
I love you, Jim.
And I love you too, Pamela. We'll be back tomorrow morning, and we'll see you tomorrow. It's happened like you're on top of the world, and then you don't treat somebody well, or you work against somebody, and it's like, and now look at how things are different.
Yeah, I've never actually told the real story. So I feel
that this has all been
repercussions are coming my way.
Your entire career has been a revenge plot against Joe from The Facts of Life. This is what it's all for.
That's all I would talk about. You're much nicer than me. I'm very vindictive. As soon as I won that Emmy in 2002, and I'd be like, "Where are you now, shithead?" And I would have walked off.
Did I win an Emmy in 2002?
You do.
Wow.
You did. You won for, hold on a second.
King of the Hill.
King of the Hill voiceover, yeah.
You could do it in the Bobby Hill voice.
Oh, that's right, because
you, Joe.
I was pregnant with my youngest at that point. She was born in 2003.
Did you go up and accept, or do they not always? Oh, wow.
I did. That was at the Schmemmies. You know, what we call the Schmemmies, the Creative Arts Awards. So they hold those the week before the Emmys.
Still amazing.
It was incredible. What it was is it's a juried award. So a jury of my peers voted to give me the Emmy. So I was told beforehand.
Oh, you were?
And which I still couldn't believe it when they told me, and I was very pregnant when I went to the Emmys. And the story about that is I went with my mom and Stephen Root and his wife, who played Bill on King of the Hill. And so we were on the red carpet, and the woman who made my outfit, I was super pregnant, and the only accessory I wore was my giant tits. And I was on the red carpet, and I said, I gave my camera to Stephen Root, and I said, take a picture of me for Rachel, who had made the outfit for me. And he was taking a picture of me, and somebody said, "Can you move along? Paula Abdul is coming." And I was like, fuck her. I want an Emmy. I'm not moving along. But it was an amazing experience to be able to get honored in that way.
Yeah, it is. It's got to feel good. People say, "Oh, it doesn't matter," but it's still nice to win.
Definitely matters. Is that show coming? Are they talking about reviving that show?
I have I mean, you know what I mean? It's like they ask you questions like that at the TCAs, and I think that probably Mike and Greg were in a conversation, but I've not a clue. I don't know.
You would do it though.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, you would go back to doing it.
Of course.
Voiceover stuff is hard to get. I get auditions for it sometimes, but I don't.
Did you do any fun voices?
Yeah, that's my favorite one. Yeah,
tastes like popcorn.
Yeah, no, they're difficult to do because you don't know
what they're looking for.
Yeah, but you should do something animated with your voice.
I do a podcast that people are now animating, and people are actually enjoying this version of the animation. But I had this one I forgot to do yesterday for DreamWorks.
You forgot to do.
I do them at home in my closet, which you know how comfortable I am in there.
Yeah, exactly. That's your home.
But no, it's very soundproof. It's really good.
I think it's that I look at my whole life, and I see the awful, terrible things in my life, and turn it into something funny.
It's time to start the show. The gang is ready. Let's go. Jim and Sam. Jim and Sam. Jim and Sam.
It's happening, you guys. It's happening. Oh my God. Oh my God. I wish you all were here.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on. Let's get nuts. You fairy.
Where did you learn your trade, you stupid fucking cunt, you idiot?
Hey, yeah, you never I never got the second cunt drop. You fucking cunt. I want to lick your cunt. There was one more that they were going to put in, I think young Rob or young Anthony. So if you guys could today, I missed that one. You fucking cunt. It's such a great drop. Oh, well, welcome to the Jim and Sam morning extravaganza, we call it. Or do you prefer Asylum?
I don't prefer either one of them anymore, I don't think. It's really bad.
Yep.
Really, really bad.
All right, how about this? Yo, hope y'all got blankets because Jim and Sam are chilling.
Oh. I didn't know where you were going after blankets, but chilling is the worst place you could have gone.
That's great.
Yeah, no.
All right, that's the new one. Yo. That's good. Travis, we should have music go. Let's get a clean drop of that.
Well, we got it. We got it in Pro Tools.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I already told him to mark.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I mean, that can easily be added to the introduction.
Hold on, don't say anything. I got to get it.
Okay.
Yo, welcome to... Wait.
We already did it.
Hold on, no, wait.
We have it.
Yo, hope y'all under your blankets. Welcome to Jim and Sam, because we chilling. There you go. I hope no one heard me clapping over the intro. Is there anything worse than somebody clapping?
Oh, just having a good time over the...
Stinks.
You should switch it up. You should say, welcome to Jim and Sam. Hope you're under your blankets, because we're chilling.
You got it. That's it. Perfect.
Yeah, leave that. Throw that one in.
Thank you, Travis.
Throw that one in.
Well done.
Good. Yep.
Good.
That actually is the best way.
Put your stink on it. Perfect. Well, the fucking Travis dog is now in the intro.
He did it. Oof, 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 oof.
Bark.
Arf.
Damn.
So bad. Well, welcome to the show.
Yes, and Sam has to announce that his ticket. Sam's very shy about his tickets going on sale today.
I forget sometimes. My tickets
now.
are on sale. I thought yesterday was, I guess, an American Express pre-sale or something. I don't know. I read it on our show Twitter account. It was awesome. But today at noon, tickets for the wrestling podcast go on sale. Highline Ballroom asked me to do another live wrestling podcast, and I'm already finalizing a guest that I'm going to be able to introduce. He's going to be there with me for the meet and greet. It's going to be a very, very fun night. It's October 24th over at the Highline Ballroom here in New York City. So if you want to be a part of it, get tickets at noon today over at highlineballroom.com. And of course, I'll put it up on all my Not Sam socials.
We have, I think, a very good show today. We have Neil deGrasse Tyson, who's always great. Everybody's probably, I think of all of our guests, he's got to be in the top 2 or 3 favorites people have.
You know, he doesn't think that there's proof of aliens?
He's never said that, though. Troy, you would have mentioned that.
You should bring that up today, Troy.
I'm done with the alien stuff with him. It's going to get nowhere.
I do love him. And
yeah, me too.
We also have Rob Schneider. We've never had him in, have we?
I don't know.
I'm a fan of his daughter.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of his daughter.
Wait, Al
He
King?
was in last year. I don't know if you were here.
I don't think I've ever met him.
Because I know I wasn't here, so I don't know if you were.
Yeah, I doubt it. I don't think I've ever met him.
You guys were together?
Yeah, that's right.
You and Rob Schneider?
No, you and Jim.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we were out doing something. Yeah, Travis was helping me produce something called Cum.
Really remove the subtlety out of that quickly. And, I interviewed him when he was up.
Oh, you talked to him already?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's Yeah, it'll be fun.
And we have Pamela Adlon, who I love. She's in Better Things. Thursdays, 10 o'clock on FX. Louis produces it. Her and Louis are very close. They dated. I don't know if they're still dating. I see pictures of them once in a while. I don't know if they're file photos or new.
Well, they were at the Emmys together.
Oh, okay. Then they're still dating. She was on Lucky Louie. She was his wife, if you don't know Pam. And she was also on Californication.
And she was one of the first guests on our show when we were doing like those
test shows. Oh, right.
Yep.
Forgot she's done us already. I knew I've had her, but I forgot that she's
in his new movie too.
What's that?
She's in his new movie.
They work really, really well. They do a lot of projects together, and she's tremendous.
That movie's called The N-Word? Is that right?
I believe so. Yeah,
because I read it. Yeah,
I think it's called The Retarded N-Word.
Right. The R-word N-word is what we'll say. Yeah, very controversial.
Yeah, RN. So all these nurses look up.
That's it. Yeah.
Well, good for Pam. It's good. It'll be nice to see her again.
Yeah.
Her and Louis are like the two people. I don't see. And Lucky Louie, there was another guy who was so funny. His name was Mike Haggerty. He played the
the big guy.
Nick DiPaolo almost got that role. Nick was like I think Mike just barely got that role over Nick because Nick was great.
He was the big guy with the mustache.
He's a funny motherfucker, man. Yeah, he's a great comic actor. And I haven't seen him since the show. And
yeah, it's like Louis leaves because Lucky Louie was not as successful as it should have been.
I agree, and I'm not just saying that because I was on it. I agree because 10 years later, people are like, "Why is that show off the air?"
I think it's great. And you go back and watch it now; it's even better now than it was. But Louis has gone on and created this amazing show and gotten even more successful for it. And Pam has gone on and created this amazing show and gotten even more successful for it.
That's right.
And you're doing well too.
Well, I wouldn't say Louis C.K. level.
Right. Almost. Close though, right? I don't know comedy, but close, right? Aren't you guys pretty much...
No.
Really?
No.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have...
No, but things have been good since then.
Right.
I've had a lot of things I've done since then. Not Louis C.K. level.
No?
No.
Oh, that's too bad.
But I mean, good.
Well, I tell you, Louis not on this show, so...
That's something that we're trying to fix.
Right, yeah, if he wants to, he'd be welcome
sure.
to. Yeah, we'd love to have him.
Yeah, but Pamela is she's a tremendous actress. But I've gone to do some things.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Sure.
Yeah, do all kinds of stuff that you probably never...
Bunch of fun stuff, some Leno stuff.
Like personally or professionally?
Professionally.
Leno stuff? Ooh.
I don't know if it's Louis' level, but...
Oh, Leno used to host The Tonight Show, that's right.
At one point.
Right. Have you been doing stuff with Fallon?
No.
Too? Oh.
No, I'm too dirty to do his show.
You haven't done it at all?
No, I was told I'm too dirty.
You can clean it up.
Of course I can.
You were told you were too dirty?
Yes.
You did The Tonight Show.
Many times, of course.
So many times. Like you were a regular on The Tonight Show.
Yeah.
You were one of Jay's guys.
I was. And I did Letterman.
And Letterman?
Yeah, and Kimmel. But I'm too dirty. Whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's just, it annoyed me at first. Like, really? Just don't tell me we love Jim. But, like, that's what they say in show business. We love Jim.
Oh, so they are fans of yours.
Oh, my God. Are you?
Yeah. They are fans. It just doesn't quite fit for the show.
Yeah, he's just too dirty for it. Yeah.
I see.
All right,
I
good.
see. Yeah.
No,
well,
I think I'm too old. Like, I'm not famous enough at my age to merit what their show wants. And, I'm too...
Do they know you're young at heart?
I hope so.
Yeah,
you got to see my wall. It's all Kiss stuff.
It's true.
You should see my in my hallway in my apartment when you walk in. It literally, I probably have 20 or 30 photos that are all. I got a bunch of frame stuff yesterday. I just want to hang it up. And I can't decide where to put it on my wall.
Yeah.
So I have to hang it up.
I bought a couch yesterday for the basement.
That's big boy stuff.
Big boy stuff.
That's big boy stuff.
I'm super excited about it. It's a sleeper sectional.
Oh, you could pull it out.
Oh yeah.
That's good. What size? Queen?
No, I don't know what size. Why would you say queen?
Honestly, because that's the size of the second sofa I got. It's a good size to have people over.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Your parents in a queen bed is a good size.
I have it's like 10 feet long because that's how much room I have. I would have got a super king size deluxe if that's how much room I had. But I have
10 feet's pretty fucking wide.
I have 10 feet. I think this thing's probably about 8 feet.
You had
long.
an 8 foot wide couch? That's pretty big.
I think so. Yeah, it's like 3 cushion seats.
Okay, yeah.
And the chaise at the end of it.
I love a good chaise.
Yeah, there's a chaise at the end of it.
Nobody uses the chaise.
Really?
Nobody uses the chaise. That's the name of a new book. No one uses it. You get it, and no one. I got an ottoman.
Well, I want you guys to know that as long as everybody takes their shoes off before they sit down, you can put your feet up on the chaise.
Now let me ask you: do you have?
But it's not one of those. It's not one of those.
Stuck. Do you have one with a nice thick cushion mattress?
Yes. So it's not one of those pull out with the bar. It's actually much better. It like pulls out like a drawer pulls out at the bottom, and then the top folds up. So it's actually fully supported.
Right.
Like you can
comfortable.
You can sit on the edge.
Oh, that's
cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Troy?
Sure, you guys have bounced on them before.
You get it at IKEA? I was just at IKEA myself.
No, I got it at Bobopedic, Bob's Furniture. It's
Bobopedic. What is this, Howard Stern? Oh, sorry, it's Baba Boy.
Oh, yeah. No, I got it with Bobopedic memory foam.
Oh. I hate that name.
What, Bobopedic?
Yeah,
he does. It's Bob's Discount Furniture.
It's a hard name to say.
Well, see, because it's like Posturepedic, I guess. I think it's supposed to be like, like Sealy's has
maybe
Posturepedic.
Maybe it's Bobopedic. That's where you bought it from. Oh, you gonna? My back hurts, all right?
I got the Bobopedic. Yeah, no. So this guy Bob has a furniture store called Bob's Discount Furniture, and he's like, "This is the new Bobopedic." And then the salespeople actually have to say, like, "This is the Bobopedic memory foam in here, so you'll be good." It's like, okay.
The memory that foam. I don't know how I didn't get one with memory foam. I got one with just a soft mattress. Memory foam creeps me out. I don't need my bed involved.
Yeah.
And fucking taking my form. It seems like it would get too hot. Like you're sitting there and your body heat would be too warm. It just doesn't seem like it's comfortable.
It also feels like it absorbs everything, right?
Yeah.
Because it takes your shape. I feel like all your toxins.
So I literally just bought a mattress last night.
You did?
Yeah, I bought a
You
Tempur-Pedic. And
should have got Bobopedic.
Bobopedic's dope.
Yeah.
I was just telling them you were out of the room. I got a Bobopedic
Yeah, I'm
couch.
super excited that you got a Bobopedic.
Yeah.
They make something that is in the Tempur-Pedic now. It's like a gel that keeps you cool at night.
What?
Is that in the Bobopedic?
Bob doesn't have that yet.
But it was too warm at one point, right? I'm guaranteeing people are complaining.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, Bob isn't quite there with the gels and things like that.
We'll get there.
He'll get there.
Is it comfortable?
Very. Yeah.
Did you stay cool?
Well, I tried it out in the store. I went a couple times.
Just the sales girl to have a lay down with you, just to test it out.
Okay, could you baby head me while I shit into a diaper? It's a long story.
But this is how I sleep. I need to know if this mattress is right.
It was actually just a nice gentleman named Earl.
All right, Earl.
Yeah.
Lay on down.
Nice.
But yes,
Who paid for the chicken fingers?
Yeah, he's just sitting there like, okay, I'll show you this mattress. Then I got to go back to hanging up photos.
God, fucking Black Girl. I haven't seen him in. What is he doing?
I'm the vibe manager at Hard Rock Cafe.
Yeah, I think he's still vibing.
I'm just making sure the vibe's right.
Are you kidding?
No, he's the vibe manager. He works for Hard Rock Johnny.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
good
he's
for
been
Earl.
there since he left Ron and Fez. He's been working at the Hard Rock in Times Square as the vibe manager.
He was on Bennington a couple weeks ago.
I saw him. I was hanging out with him in the lobby, and he was.
Oh, he's a great dude.
Yeah, but when you get him, when he starts talking,
Earl's one of my favorite. He took my favorite photo of all time.
That's why you love him.
Always love Earl. He and I went together, and he was the perfect companion. I couldn't
you
love
got the
anybody.
Black Sabbath photo.
A perfect. Earl was just a phenomenal person. Anyway, so you bought your couch. It's big.
Yeah, I got the Bobopedic couch because I already got the TV down there. So now I'll have the couch, and we'll be good to go within hopefully 2 weeks in that basement.
All right, good. And so what are you going to put? You got a big TV.
Big TV.
How big?
55 inches.
Okay.
Because that's what could fit on the wall that it's on. Yeah, I got a studio down there.
That's great.
Yeah, I showed that to you, right?
No.
Oh, I'll show you a photo. It's not
I haven't
done
been
yet.
over to your home yet.
Oh, it's not done yet.
Okay.
But I'll show you the photo. It's awesome.
That's really good, and you can. That's like a legit write-off. You could do work from down there.
100%. I'm going to. Yeah, it's a full audio video thing.
That's phenomenal.
What do you mean? Would I like?
That's awesome.
Can we?
Well, I probably have room for.
Yeah, let's go up there and do the show.
Me, Jim, Troy, Anthony, and Rob.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's unfortunately that's all the room that I have.
I mean, I get it.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So you soundproofing it too? You have to soundproof it.
I put some soundproofing up. I'm gonna see. How much. Like, it's not gonna be professionally soundproof.
Are you gonna get green screen?
No, it's all physical, real. It's like
no, it looks great. He didn't show you the photo?
No, show me the photo.
It looks fantastic.
But wait, how can you don't want a green screen so you can do different?
No, because I have monitors so I can put up different things. But it's kind of like how Dan Patrick has a studio that has like
little tchotchkes.
Tchotchkes.
Yeah.
Tchotchkes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me find the thing for you. Yeah, I put up. I'm putting up tchotchkes on the wall.
Yeah. Well, he's got his desk is loaded with stuff. Let me see this. Yeah, I didn't see it. Thanks. Oh, that looks great, dude. Sam's got it's like a black and red checked sign in the corner, a TV kind of like across the corner says not. You can see the Not Sam logo. It's a nice big desk. Yeah, that's really. Oh, that's all soundproofing. The red and black check.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks good. Really good.
Yeah, we.
I look forward to going up there and doing my the Chippa podcast. New home for Chip. Thanks, pal.
No, you have a studio. You have a network. It's not that's not available for that. Yeah, we me and Kevin Undergaro built that studio.
Did he help you do it?
Yeah, I mean, help me. He did most of the work.
Is he physically here?
He was.
Oh, I didn't know he was in town.
We did this like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Like when I was first moving in, but I had him for a day, and then he had to leave.
Yeah.
But we did 22 hours straight of just working down there.
Wow.
And putting everything
That's
up.
great.
Like he got there at a Sunday at noon, and then he left Monday morning at 10 o'clock in the morning. Straight through.
And you came into work?
No. That was the week that we were off. That was like the last week of August.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, I've been chatting with him lately, too. Texting recently.
Yeah.
He's a good dude, man.
Yeah.
A really good guy. That's nice he helped you build it. How do they know where to put all the soundproof shit? It seems like there's like a little section of like soundproof material and then just wall and then a section.
I put it up. I'm going to be honest with you. The placement of the soundproofing had more to do with the aesthetic than anything else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if it's in your own house, it won't be as many sound problems as you would have in an apartment building.
No, it won't be, and it's downstairs. And I've been recording just the audio for the wrestling podcast down there. Mm-hmm. And as I'm building it, and it sounds good.
It does sound good.
Yeah, it'll be good.
So you can just tell the baby to shut up when you're doing your
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I give it a shaker.
No, you put the baby in the soundproof room and you do it everywhere else.
Perfect, yeah.
You own the house.
Yeah.
So do you, projects out, do you, is that all you're going to do from there is your wrestling stuff?
No, I mean, I'll do...
Whatever you can do.
Whatever, yeah, because it's going to be ready for, like, to stream live on YouTube and Facebook and all that
that's
stuff.
Good.
So it's going to be, and obviously to tape, too. So it's going to be perfect. And then we put a bathroom in down there with a shower and everything. I'll never have to leave.
Let me ask you a question about the YouTube thing, because I was trying to post a video last night, and I saw that thing where it says you can stream live, and you just have this one. You have one code for your channel, and that's it.
What do you mean?
Like you just send out this one link on Twitter, and then people can just go and watch you live. Is that how it works?
Well, I think it's like a link to any other video. It's just the video happens to be live. Okay. So like you send people the link to this video. And we're live right now. Here's the link, and you click that link for that video, and it comes up as if you're watching a YouTube video.
Do people watch?
But it's live. Yeah, I mean Rogan does.
He's not a good example though. He's
the best.
Yeah. I mean, but I remember they were saying they were going to. We have this one link we tweet out. Does he get people watching it?
He does. I mean, there's far more people that watch later than watch live for sure.
I'm sure you'd get a good audience if Chip did like a live YouTube.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Podcast.
What do you think Joe does? I mean, he produces a few thousand people watch him live.
Rogan?
Yeah.
He does like 30, 40,000 live.
Oh, that's great. Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, regularly.
Yeah, I'll fucking do that.
Yeah, no, I mean, you can do that from your spot. I don't.
So you go live on YouTube. That seems like a fun thing.
Yeah, it'll be good. We have like 2 cameras set up.
He had 90 million podcast downloads last month. Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Because he has such a great library, too. There's so many people.
Right.
That is phenomenal.
I didn't have quite that many. Not last month.
Yeah, I got close.
You did?
Yep.
That's congrats, man. That's because normally if people are doing close to 90 million a month, they don't make banners that say, "Hey, I just got 1 million downloads." That doesn't exactly.
Well, the 89 million came after that.
Oh, after the banner was printed.
Yeah. It psyched everybody up.
I gotcha.
So what are you going to ask? What are you going to ask Neil deGrasse Tyson today?
Who, me?
Yeah. I have space questions.
I would like to ask him about climate change because I don't know if he knows about that, but it seems like there's a lot of hurricanes.
He's a denier. It's really weird.
Is that right?
Yeah.
He's more of a religion. He's like, no, God makes the weather, and he decides when there's hurricanes.
Yeah.
No, I'll probably ask.
I've never been on his show. I feel I should be.
Star Talk?
Yeah. Well, he has some big guests this time.
Why would you be on Star Talk? You don't know shit about stars.
I do. I am one. I don't know any less than Kevin Smith, Katy Perry. He has some good guests though. Lance Armstrong, fucking Kareem. I want to ask him about Kareem.
Abdul-Jabbar?
Yeah. I'm sure that they're friendly.
Yeah.
Kareem's an interesting guy. Like he seems a bit standoffish, and he always had a shitty relation with the. But he was kind of cool to us when he was in here talking.
It seems like he's only been shitty when he's got that publicist around him.
Yeah.
She's making him not likable, like somebody with Munchausen syndrome.
Or maybe that's why they connect. He's 70? Fuck me, man. Wow.
7'2", 70 years old.
I forgot Kareem retired in the late, I want to say 88 was his last game. It was against the Pistons.
If you want to say it, man.
Was it 88, Troy, that he fucking skedaddled, as we say?
Is that basketball lingo?
I believe it was game 4 of a sweep, a loss at home to the Pistons.
And he just took off?
No, it was
That's it for me.
He was done.
Yeah, I remember the headline. It said Kareem Abdul-Jabbar
Skedaddles. Looks like 89.
Oh, June 89? Yep. Wow, okay.
After 20 seasons in the NBA. That's a lot of basketball to play.
Highest score in NBA history.
Right.
I don't think anybody will break that record.
What about Carmelo Anthony?
Maybe.
Maybe. We don't know. We don't know yet.
I don't know. We'll see how somebody will break it someday.
It remains to be seen.
Sports records all get broken. The only record I can think of in sports that won't get broken is, I think, Cy Young's win record. He has too many wins. Nobody will ever pass. I think
there's a few. That's one of them.
What do you think's another one?
I don't think Ripken's streak will ever be broken.
No, they'll never break that streak.
Not the way ball players play today, and people getting days off because the contracts are so big and they're worried about injuries and stuff.
I don't know.
And he had enough power that he could get a game canceled because a big celebrity was fucking his wife. So,
I don't know if that's true.
I
don't know about that.
Not a lot of people could get that done.
That's
and he was like, "Call me fucking Robin Hood."
Do you think that's true or no?
I think so. Wow, it's a fun story. I think it's great.
Yeah, I don't think that'll be broken, and I definitely don't think
like,
Cy Young's.
He's like, yeah, bitch, call me the guy from JFK.
Cy Young's can't be broken. Ripken's might be able to be broken by a utility player or a guy who's not a high contract guy. Ripken's can be broken. I think Ripken someday might be.
If you're not a high contract guy, you're not playing every day.
Right.
No, but if you're a good serviceable player, like say you're just a good player.
What if you go in?
That era of baseball's over.
What if you go in when you're young and you're an okay player, not the best, but you go to the coach and you'd be like, please put me in every game because every gay. Any gays out there, let me get
inside every game.
Yeah, be inside gays.
He said, put me in every game, please, because I would like to beat Cal Ripken Jr.'s record.
Look, this is going to pay off in 20 years. So stick with me. Hopefully you'll still be the manager.
Do not trade me and put me in every game, please, because I would like to beat the record. Do you think that the coach would be like, all right?
I mean, it would probably affect the team, maybe, but, maybe if the coach likes the guy.
Other guys on the team would be like, why aren't I starting? And he's like, because he really would like to get the record.
Yeah, he wants the record. He asked for it last year.
Yeah,
so the next 19 years, we're going to use him.
We're going to go for it
But he's batting 160. Doesn't matter.
His leg is broken.
Yeah, but so what? We believe in this guy.
Yeah, we put a brace on it. You run for him. We're good.
Someone on Twitter is saying, ask Pam about Grease 2. Is she in that?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, as a kid, right?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Can we see Pam Adlon from Grease 2? I didn't know I probably should fucking look at her bio.
I think
it was printed on there.
I think Cal Ripken Jr.'s record is probably the most impressive.
What, just not getting hurt? I haven't gotten that hurt. I've been able to walk.
Emotionally, you have.
Yes, I have. That's her?
Dude, you skipped Monday's show. What are you talking about? You don't have Cal
I didn't skip it, though, but that wasn't...
But you weren't here.
But I was working. But that's beyond my control.
But if Cal Ripken Jr. was like, no, it's at the gym, bro. I still counts. They'd be like, no, Cal, you don't get that.
Okay.
Like, dude, I was working out. That still counts. Like, no.
And I'll be gone Friday, too.
See?
Mondays I didn't plan on. That was just I was shooting.
And Friday, too. You're really fucking up your Cal Ripken Jr. record.
I can't help
right
it.
now.
But it's where I travel. If it's all work stuff,
I know. I'm not blaming you for it.
I'm performing Friday.
You are. But it's not the Cal Ripken Jr. record.
Yes, it is.
No, it doesn't.
Cal played away games. He played home games. That's what I do.
That's not the show when you're on stage. No, that doesn't count.
No, but I'm saying as a show business, I'm.
So as long as you're doing something,
show busy,
it counts.
Absolutely.
Like I'm the show, but
if I tell one joke to the doorman, streak's intact.
I got you. Okay. Well, no, because if your streak is telling jokes every day, there have been many, many days where you've broken that streak.
Wait, are you saying that I'm not on a particularly good record streak?
That's it. Yep.
I tell a little joke to the doorman. He's like, "How you doing?" I'm like, if I was any better, it'd be a sin.
That's a joke?
Sure.
Oh, okay, sure.
A little lighthearted comment.
Oh, okay, that's fun. That's fun. So maybe you are like the Cal Ripken Jr. of this shit.
My one doorman, yes, a cuckold for Costner. My one doorman.
He definitely did that. That's a true story, you think, right?
I don't know.
I think so.
My one door guy wears white gloves. Mm-hmm. It's so funny to see a guy with white gloves in this day and age. It's like he's trying to be the